Hey, good morning, guys. What's going on? Oh, my lord. It's been a while, right? I'm pretty sure this is the final battle in Warhammer 40,000. I'm pretty sure. It's gotta be, right? It can't be like we fight like the shard of a god, and then what? Like we fight the Inquisitor's like secretary? What's going on? Anyways, how's it going? Let's see, microphone's going okay. I did my hair for you guys. I hope that's okay. Yeah, it's nice and beautiful. Powdered my nose. Put on my best shirt, my Sunday best, so to speak. Yeah, so if you guys are unfamiliar with me, intro is such. I am a Mechanical Beanstalk. I'm a variety streamer who does more like hidden gem games. That is to say, games that have a very strong modded presence. Games that are, indie games that need a little bit more of a spotlight shown on them. Retros that haven't kind of went under the radar or need to be, having a second look at. Stuff like that. But Sundays has become kind of like my unofficial Warhammer 40,000. I guess maybe it's going to be my official day now. But yeah, it's become my unofficial Warhammer 40,000 streaming day, I guess. We've been playing through Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader for, I don't know, a couple months maybe. We took a little bit of a break. We came back, so it's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Wait, no, that's not how you use that. But yeah, we were playing in the Warhammer 40,000 setting. If you're unfamiliar with it, it is a grimdark setting in the far off year of 40,000 plus. Life is cheap. Technology is dark and archaic, and almost like has a mysticism around it. You've been given a title of, your character has been given a title of a rogue trader, which is essentially a privateering merchant prince that has unchecked authority to kind of go beyond the borders of the Imperium of mankind, the human empire, and expand, get your own resources, explore, be all sorts of different, crazy guy. You can wear a powdered wig. The powdered wig is the biggest feature, in my opinion. One day they will make a helmet that is a powdered wig that also shoots a weapon from it. Oh my god. Please, Owlcat, listen to me. Listen. Okay, next DLC, you have to have a powdered wig that is like a 1 or 2 or 3 shot gun. They like shoot stuff from the powdered wig. You gotta do it. Anyways, what was I talking about? I'm trying to explain what Warhammer 40,000 is. It's Rogue Trader is also based on a number of things, but one of the things it's based off of is a pen and paper role-playing game of the same name. I had a really good memories about that because I played. I was a game master for that game for at least 3 campaigns with my friends. 4 of my friends. So yeah, we had a lot of good times doing that. I should probably say the Warhammer 40,000 campaign, going back to what we're playing right now, the type of character we're playing was a space Viking king. The idea is that his planet he's kind of like House Stark, Viking, dual axe, berserker, melee kind of damage. He has a little bit of charisma, a little bit of speech skills. His planet was. His planet fought the devil worshipping forces of chaos and was slain down to, I don't know, maybe a couple dozen. In reward for the service, planet was made uninhabitable. In reward for the service, he was given his warrant of trade, being a rogue trader. That's how he's kind of fitting into the plot of this. We met our cousin, who was the current holder of warrant of trade. She was murdered during an incident in her ship. We took over. We tried to reestablish our space empire, and we've done so for the most part. There's been these devil worshipping cults have been popping up here and there. A lot of conspiracy going on about in this area of space of the Milky Way galaxy called the Kronos Expanse. Not quite Imperial space, but it's working towards it. And yeah, there's been like a conspiracy to undermine and destroy the Imperium. Just another day, right? We followed the Lord Inquisitor Space CIA, to he has a lot of like nefarious dealings. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Millions of people have died because of his actions. We're near the end of the game, and it turns out he was most of this, if not all of what he's been doing throughout this game, was to harness the shard of an alien god and like reel it in so he can control it and use it for mankind's benefit, right? So that's where we're going to be going up. I am going to load this up. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. We might take a break every so often and go through some lore stuff in the Warhammer 40,000 RPG line, because I like to talk about that. If we finish Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader early, we'll start up the new campaign. I'm going to be playing it again next Sunday, and I'll go over kind of like the idea I have for our next campaign. I have some mods I want to use for that. Anyways, Rogue Trader, click on that. Loading up. Yeah, like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch if you can. It'd be amazing if you could. Scratch and sniff the like button and the follow button and the subscribe button. Tell me what this smells like in the comments below. You can check us out on social media. Mechanical Beanstalk on X, Blue Sky, all that jazz. Just Google the name. I'm sure you'll find that. Check out the Discord. Link is pinned in the chat right now. Yeah, what else? What else could I say? That's pretty much it. I guess we'll probably talk on and off about... Well, while it's loading, I can always talk about it. Yeah, so Dark Heresy was announced. So Dark Heresy, Alcat looks like they're going... I don't know if saying all in is the right term, but they're definitely committed to bringing out more Warhammer 40,000 role-playing games, right? So their next CRPG project is Dark Heresy, which is the same... It's a cousin or older brother of Rogue Trader, the CRPG, the pen and paper RPG for there. Dark Heresy was more revolving around the secret police, or the space CIA versus space privateers, right? Privateering princes. So you're not as well-renowned and influential necessarily. You play as acolytes or servants to an inquisitor in Dark Heresy, right? Well, with a little asterisk next to that. Yeah, Dark Heresy was your acolytes. You're serving the Imperium. You're like the scrubs, the menials, the lesser known people. You're not these bombastic, powerful heroes necessarily, right? So, and you're uncovering conspiracies and secrets in the Warhammer 40,000 Imperium of Man, the space galactic empire, right? So that's interesting. I'm interested to see how they're going to do it, because are they going to keep it to one planet or a very series of planets? Are they going to keep it to where gear is not as easily attainable? Are you a very junior acolyte? That is to say, like, because Inquisitors, the space CIA officers, they can kind of go wherever they want. They can requisition whatever they want. It includes like soldiers, but also includes like just menials, right? Like you can be become a requisition for the Emperor, and you could be like a farmer or a merchant or something in some like hive city somewhere, right? And you don't necessarily go on missions. You're just like the eyes and ears of this Inquisitor. So it's very interesting. I'm very interested to see what plot they're going to go over, or they're going to bring into the 40,000 RPG line. Let's go over to Rogue Trader. I'm going to turn off my camera, as is I am wont to do for Rogue Trader. Hopefully, looking for let's see here. Still going okay? Testing 1 2 3. Yes. Okay, microphone's okay. Yeah, trying to get footage for. It's really hard to edit. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I should say hard, but it is very, very time consuming to edit like series. I need to kind of plan out my day and my real life work schedule, because originally I wanted to like edit all of Rogue Trader streams into a nice, smooth, bite-sized chunks. I did it for the first 3 episodes of Rogue Trader, and now I've just been doing live streams since then. But, I mean, the original goal was just to not have my camera on. I just had the footage. I'd use the footage for more edited content. Anyways, hopefully I'll get around to that. But anyways, the next campaign I'll probably have my camera on just so you guys can see my beautiful face. So dry your tears. But yeah, we're going to the final battle. The king was given a choice. Was given a choice to join the Lord Inquisitor and try to capture that star god, the alien god, or the shard of the alien god rather, or go against the Inquisitor and probably fight him, right? So he decided that the Inquisitor has so many resources poured into this job of like capturing it. Like if he killed the Inquisitor and possibly a lot of his acolytes, then no one would be around to contain the Star God, and they would be able to use it for their own nefarious purposes. So the Lord Inquisitor, it needs to be kept alive because this weapon that he's created needs to be monitored. Now, that is not to say that the king won't put the Lord Inquisitor down for everything he's done, but for now, we want to keep him alive. That's what we're thinking about. So, with that said, let's go on to the main battle. Oh my lord. Man, it's been so long. King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Hodd. The Hodd in his name is part of an organization of rogue traders. Okay, so what was my plan for this? I was looking over this guy. So the Catan shard that that we have here, this is part of the Void Dragon, I want to say. I think the Void Dragon was one of the more powerful star gods. Well, I should say, what do I remember about the lore for this guy? So the Catan were entities, not necessarily part of the warp as we understand it, but like from thousands, maybe even millions, billions of years ago, right? They were they're just entities, not necessarily thinking or acting or with motives that we understand today, but they're kind of formless. They go and, eat, the energy of like stars. The Necrons, these undead machines that we've been encountering, when they were flesh and blood, they had encountered these beings. I believe what happened was, in order to use them as weapons for war, for clashes of like the Warhammer 40,000 universes, like creator beings, the old ones, the Necrons had to fight against them, and they used the star gods as weapons against them. Now, I think originally the lore is that they built them physical bodies out of this necrodermis, like living metal, the technology that they had, and thus the star gods were able to interact more with the material world in ways that they had not been able to expect. Like they were so, in a way, I guess they kind of limited their understanding and brought their minds down to your kind of average everyday mortal people. So they actually understood more about conscious thought and the energies of like mortals, and they found out that they could actually consume the energy of mortals, right? So they were very powerful, very godlike beings, but then it's like the old lore, I think, had them dominating the Necrons, and the Necrons would serve to them. The new lore, from what I understand it's been a while since I actually looked through the new lore, but the new lore, from what I understand it, is that the star gods, they tried to take over the Necrons. The Necrons were able to shatter their essence into many copies called Catan shards, right? This is one of the things. Now, I think there's like 4 named star gods in the Warhammer 40,000 setting. One of them is the Void Dragon. I think the Void Dragon's deal is that he's like more of a consumer of worlds. Let me go over here really quick. Let's look this up really quick. Uno momento, por favor. Let's change camera frames. Hi, I'm back. How's it going? How's it going, my friends? Let's see. Let's make a Warhammer 40,000 background. There we go. Beautiful. Wonderful. Let's see here. 40K wiki. Always accurate, by the way. 40K wiki. Star. The Void Dragon. Void Dragon. Okie dokie. And that's coming through. So Void Dragon. Yes, the Void Dragon. The Void Dragon, sometimes referred to as the Dragon, though its proper name is Magladroth, is one of the few remaining Catan, one of the Necron star gods of the Milky Way galaxy. The Void Dragon, or a large shard of it, is believed sometimes to be... so the Void Dragon, or a large Catan shard, is believed by some type priests to be the actual machine god, venerated by the cult of the machine of the Adeptus Mechanicus. That, opening up that is going to get into like a can of worms that we probably don't have time for right now. There may be a question between this and the Dragon of Mars. Yes, the Void Dragon is... the Void Dragon, if it actually exists, is arguably the most powerful surviving Catan, particularly after the banishment of the Nightbringer's faith scythe to the warp by the Old Ones and the Eldari servants during the War of Heaven. What's his deal? History, I think it's just more like powers, right? That's what I'm looking for. Abilities. The Void Dragon is remembered as the most technologically advanced and knowledgeable Catan, even capable of harnessing the raw powerful of unrefined Blackstone. So Blackstone is, I think it's partly like a necrodermis, right? Like it has some anti-warp capabilities. I think it's like the, not antithesis of like warp magic, but it's like the, a particular like physical representation of reality, right? Where the warp and stuff in the warp is more like a nebulous, like ethereal energy based from around the mind, right? So it unleashes the potent forces energy that ripples through the necrodermis bodies of the Catan shards, creating constantly shifting, digitally pixelated appearance from physical forms as if they exist in some sort of quantum state that is in flux between realities. Okay, so it's just powerful, I guess. Okay, I was kind of looking to find out like what kind of power it has, but that's interesting. Now, go back here. So, interesting fact. Okay, so if this is the Void Dragon, wait, let's go. Let's see. If this is the Void Dragon, let's see. Is this going into more of a conspiracy setting or series? But let me see. Okay, hold on. So if this is the Void Dragon, there is a story. What is it? It was the Tale of Saint James and the Dragon. Is that Saint James? Saint George. Saint George and the Dragon. Okay, so Saint George and the Dragon. In a legend, Saint George, a soldier venerated in Christianity, defeats a dragon. The story goes that the dragon originally extorted tribute from the villagers. When they ran out of livestock and trinkets for the dragon, they started giving up a human tribute once a day. And one day, the princess herself was chosen as the next offering. As she was walking towards the dragon's cave, I'm building this something. As she was walking towards the dragon cave, St. George saw her and asked why she was crying. The princess told the saint about the dragon's atrocities and asked him to flee immediately in fear that he might be killed too. But the saint refused to flee, slew the dragon, and rescued the princess. The narrative was first set in Cappadocia and the early sources of the 11th and 12th centuries, but transferred to Libya at the 13th century Golden Legend. Now, the emperor supposedly was St. George in Warhammer 40,000 lore, right? The dragon was apparently the Void Dragon. So now there is a tale, and it's referenced every so often. It's kind of more obscure, it's quasi obscure lore, but the St. George and the Dragon is the Emperor fighting the Void Dragon, right? This tale. This is one of his points where the Emperor was a historical figure. So this is interesting in a number of ways. Like one, the Star Dragon, or the Void Dragon. I'm going to call him Star Dragon, Void Dragon, whatever. Now, the Void Dragon, it can be represented like the kind of digital matrix thing that we're seeing in game. Let me go back to the game, actually. Okay, so he can be represented like this, but in a lot of the novels, he's represented as kind of like an amorphous kind of like entity that is beyond mortal understanding, right? Like you see it, and like the mind can't really comprehend it, right? So the Emperor fought that, this thing, or at least this is a shard of what the Emperor fought, or the Emperor fought a shard. It's kind of unclear, right? And a lot of other like 40, especially things around the Emperor, right? So the Emperor, as St. George, fought the dragon in ye old times, which was on Earth for whatever reason. The Emperor beat it, didn't kill it, but actually, now this is before we have any sort of like spaceship. It's ye old times, right? He takes the thing, drags it to Mars, before it's been terraformed, right? He drags it to Mars, and he imprisons it in a crypt below the surface, right? And as lots of different things are happening, as the Mars colony is founded before the Imperium of Man, and the Dark Age of technology happens, the war against the machines happen, society falls, the Mechanicus is grown up. The Emperor uses the power of the star gods to influence the society of the Adeptus Mechanicus to what it is today through the influence of the Void Dragon, right? And there's actually a shrine. I forget exactly what it is. There's like a guardian that actually watches over the machine god and kind of has to like partisan is his or her like mental well-being to guard his mind from the just being around the Void Dragon, right? So the shard of the Void Dragon, not only yes, the dragon is one of the strongest deities in the Necron Pantheon. Yes, the Nightbreather doth compare in power, perhaps exceeding the Void Dragon itself. Yeah, are you talking about the Omniscient? I'm talking about St. George and the Dragon, and how it is the Emperor and the Void Dragon in the lore. Imps trap the Void Dragon. Yes, yeah. But I think that just like thinking of it is, there's a lot of holes in the story, which is typical 40k lore, which I love. Still gets your imagination rolling. But okay, so it like this is the two entities are the same. Like what we're looking at right now. So they're two shards of the same being, right? And the Emperor took one of the shards and imprisoned it below Mars, and over the course of like thousands of years, used it before he had spaceships? Question mark. Before there was a colony on Mars? Question mark. He used that to influence the Mechanicus, right? And I guess the terraforming of Mars too, because the Emperor did this before Mars was supposedly terraformed. How did he do this? How did he do this while he was being, quasi surrounded by all these ye old, 11th and 12th century people? We don't know. It's very interesting to think of. St. George, yes. St. George and the Dragon is the Emperor and the Void Dragon. That's been established in the lore. But they're very, very vague about it. But just the idea of it, you're like, wait, what about this? Wait, that doesn't make... What? You think about it, yeah. Techno-barbarians proceeded, quote, in quotes. But yeah, it's very interesting. Let's go back to the game, and so that we can actually, while we're fighting this, we can say that technically this is a being that the Emperor fought too. So that's how strong King Yrmal is. We'll say it like that. How are you doing, Dom? I forgot to say good morning, or good afternoon, good evening. All are accurate technically in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so wounds, lots of wounds. I think he makes his dealio is that he makes clones of himself. They pop up around, and you have to find out which of the clones is the real one. Armor, deflection 50%. So I have to do more than 50 points of damage per turn. Armor, I can reduce the armor down, because I have a lot of anti-armor stuff. Dodge, 95%, so we have to use kill zone on it. But he's like really close. So kill zones shouldn't... Like, I shouldn't need to use blitz on this guy. Humans went to Mars and the moon before the Emperors conquered the stars. Yes, but what I was kind of getting at, it was like the Emperor got off planet before there were spaceships. I mean, there's obviously he has influence because he would definitely was able to go to Moloch, I think it is, before. I think he went to. It sounds like he went to Moloch, with the Chaos Gateway, before the Imperium was ever even close to being a thing. I think he went in the Golden Age, not the Dark Age of technology. That's what I'm understanding. But he had some shenanigans in the distant past, in more ways than one. Like, how was he able to get to this end of the galaxy? How was he able to get here? I mean, there's webways. There's multiple webways on the moon, and and Earth as well, Terra. So he probably was just, most likely he was able to, okay, now, but then you have to think of like, okay, maybe he just used the webway, because I think there is more, at least one webway gate on Mars too. So he probably just used the webway gate, right, to go from Earth to Mars. But then what is he doing? Like, he's dragging a fucking Catan shard with him that actually does not look like this, but looks like unreality. Like, you look at this thing in the novels, one of the Horus Heresy, I think it's a Horus Heresy novel, yeah. And this thing does not look like this. It looks like a room that has no walls, no ceiling, and like it's beyond the description of size, but also takes up the room. And like the more you look at it, the more you want to go insane. So, larger shard? I don't know. Who knows, man? But it's just like the idea of it is just very wild. He is humanity's strongest psyker in over 40,000 years. I think even like the Eldar can like acknowledge him as like probably one of the, if not one of the strongest psychers in the galaxy, not just humanity. All those old people that surround you, yeah. Oftentimes they were mutants. They can do crazier things, or teleporting, or astral projecting. I guess so, yeah. I mean, they technically, like functionality-wise, psychic power is magic. I mean, it can pretty much do anything, really. Infinity Gate can temporarily displace those immense distances, and it's like so save people across space and time. Yes. And then you're thinking about this stuff, like the pre-Imperium shenanigans that the Emperor got up to. Like, he found the Golden Throne unfinished on Terra. He did do that, but the glass, what was it? The Throne of Glass, which was a prototype for the the Golden Throne, he did not find on the he did not find on Terra. So he found it when he was traveling the stars in the Dark Age or the Golden Age, sometime. Like, it's very interesting. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. The more you think about it, the more you kind of twist your mind a little bit more. He's more psychically prominent than any Eldar. Yeah. I think even the Eldar, are very space racist, spacist. Like, they just acknowledge the Emperor. Okay, yeah, he's stronger than any of us. Probably combined? Maybe. Yeah, and this is before the Emperor in the current Warhammer 40,000 setting is the strongest that he's ever been. I think that's what Guilliman says. So he's actually like living or unliving god level. So he's beyond alpha level, way beyond alpha level. Like, I think there's alpha. There's there's beta level psyker, or like continent shakers. Alpha level psychers are planet shakers. Alpha plus level psychers are sector sector shakers. Like they can influence that. So beyond Alpha Plus level, their Emperor is like galaxy manipulating like level right now. He's probably like Alpha Plus, or just a little bit above Alpha Plus back in the day. This is the fragility of material mortality. Yeah, true. They show that off a lot with the Angel or the Glass Throne. Even the Prime Monsters, no matter how powerful they are fragile in some way. Yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the game really quick. I don't think we have like a huge amount of the game left, so I'll probably be very liberal in talking about 40k lore, because I mean, you know, if we end the stream, if the game ends early, then I have some other stuff to do. Let's just say that. Okay, so times arrow. Does this do anything else? Times arrow, 20% armor penetration. That's actually not that great. It's a one-shot 35 to 50. That's not that. Yeah. Armor pen? And 20% armor penetration. That's not good. Plummeting stars. Okay, that's they're both range. Okay, got it. Never mind. 40% armor penetration, additional hit chance. So he has like an AoE defaults. Disperse. The Condense Shard teleports enemies across the random positions across the battlefield. Okay, so movement is going to be really important. I think I'd rather keep a kill zone on this guy rather than a blitz, or maybe I can make a blitz in another zone nearby. Float inversion, a cone-shaped area attack directed at the enemy who last dealt damage to the Catan Shard. Okay, so that's going to be interesting to see in action. Okay, so he goes multiple times in the round, right? He supposedly counterattacks with a flamethrower after you attack him more than once. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, well, cooldown 3. So cooldown 3 rounds. Every 3 rounds he can counterattack. Unraveling reality. The Catan Shard creates various copies of itself. Cooldown rounds 9. That's not bad. Cost 3 AP. Dimensional swap. The Catan Shard swaps positions with one of his copies every 3 rounds. Okay. Immunity of Deathless. Immune to the disabling, fatigue, disturbed, toxin, perplexed. You know, maybe this is why there's not a lot of like toxin like builds in this game, just because there are a lot of things that are immune to toxin. Perplexed Horrors of the Warp. Mental damage dealt to this creature is reduced by 50%. Oh god, I'm thinking about using Adira with psycho powers in the next playthrough, so that's gonna be a challenge. Dom, you own this miniature of the Star God? God, yeah, it is just a crazy. This is props to them for doing the miniature with the kind of like digital matrix, like you know, transparency through the Star God. That's pretty good. He's beautiful. Yes, like a better version of Slender Man. That's a good point. That's interesting comment on that. So yeah, find it interesting. Like his living metal body is kind of like a combination of, you know, like a Star God, like some of the other Star Gods, but he has like Necron aesthetics in him. Let's see, immunity to Deathless. Yeah, okay. So he has a lot of immunities. Combat Master. The creature switches negative effects. It becomes staggered instead of suffering the stun. Yeah, essentially it's really hard to debuff this guy. As long as the Shard copy or the Energy Orb. I guess we'll find out what that is. As soon as the Shard copy or the Energy Orb remain every time each time is attacked, Catan Shard will gain a stack of reconceptualization and trigger reflective retribution on the attacker. So it sounds like he has a lot of counterattacks. So Killzone reduces armor. It doesn't sound like he has any cures to reduce his own armor or heal himself like other Necron units do. Let's see here. My mouse is stuck. The arena's not that big. I mean, sort of, but I feel like I can probably do a decent amount of hits on it. Like it's random. He randomly teleports my guys, right? So I think I mean, most of my guys have decent movement. Shouldn't be an issue. Let's see here. Do and doop-a-doop-a-doo. And baby. Yes, I am bringing my baby, my young son, to the final boss fight. He needs to learn how to defend himself eventually. He's old enough. Let's see, am I missing anyone? Okay, 6. Okay, cool. He can bury you with your phone. Yeah, it's charged Necron metal, if I remember correctly. The radiation must be insane. Yeah, oh yeah, the king and all of his friends are going to get all sorts of cancer. The radiation must be insane. Imagine that stuff touching your fragile human system. Yeah, like, Warhammer 40,000 video games are pretty crazy because, like, in novels, mortal characters just fucking suck, man. They will die so easily. But in, like, the video games, mortal characters, if they're enhanced, they have enough influence, you can destroy, like, so much stuff. Start the battle. Yes, Cassia. Cassia always goes first, doesn't she? Okay, let's do... front line. Let's do that.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Do front line, and we'll do blitz. No, we'll do kill zone.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I think what we'll do is rear. Wait, rear. Where's yeah, we'll do rear. Can't do that, can I? We'll do. Can I rotate it? Mm-hmm. Let's see. I can't do that. Let's do rear right here.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
And we'll do blitz over here, so we have a zone that kind
If I may.
of gets back to the middle. Dom, Warwind, 4 species hero strategy game, really weird and complex. Warwind, huh? Regular fun shooter. That's why I play demons. Oh, you play demons in Warhammer 40,000, or that game you're talking about? When I played Warhammer 40,000 tabletop, I originally started off with Sisters of Battle, just because I think I got into Warhammer 40,000 from Dawn of War. I know people don't like Soulstorm, but I love Soulstorm because it just looks like so bombastic and weird. I was like fascinated by Warhammer 40,000 through that, right? But I got that, and then I got into Sisters of Battle, made some miniatures, and then I got into Orcs because I couldn't really afford any of the really complicated stuff at the time. But like I did Orc, and I made my own like Killicans and stuff like that. I think I sold my Sister of Battle army, but I still have my Orc army. I made a Freebooter army, so they're all like pirate themed. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that I like, the janky Orc vehicles, I kind of made myself to save a little bit of money. Dom, they get unlimited revives if you don't banish them on Emps did to Horus instead of Immortal Soul. Oh, interesting. You start on Tyranids, bad start. Expensive. Yeah, definitely. I switched to Chaos. If I ever get back into any sort of like tabletop game, it'll be like a skirmish game with like low model count. I got a 3D printer a couple years back, and I need to like fix it up again. But I was going to do like make a casual skirmish game with like 3D printed models. I don't know if any of you out there are familiar with Mordheim, the Warhammer Fantasy spin-off. But I really like Mordheim. There's a lot of randomness to it. It's kind of silly, but I was going to make a halfling warband in Mordheim for myself, and I was going to make like an Amazon warband for my wife, so we can just like play it casually. But yeah, I have all the models for my halfling warband. I just need to paint them up, and the other models I need to finish. Actually, you know what? I probably should have some other ones. It's a long story. I can get back to it, but I need to fix up my 3D printer because it's like the extruder is like kind of like clogged and has to be fixed, and I have to do that manually. But yeah. Dom, and then Eldar, and so on. Now I own all of them. Nice. I have more Orc blood. I have more Orc Blood Bowl. Oh, nice. Sorry, and Sisters. Yeah. Were they metal? Yes. When they were metal. So that's. And this is where I couldn't afford anything. So yeah, that didn't necessarily work out. Okay, we have Cassia. We have 2 slots. We have... we're gonna do... Yes, Curse.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
For the rest of combat, right? Let's see. We have impacts, 50 armor penetration. You know what I should have done? I should have brought... I think I do have anti-armor grenades. I should have brought some of those. Let's see here. Lilith Stair. Buff they're probably going to be very important. So... you know what? Yeah, I guess she's not gonna use I-beam. I do want to get Abelard out there.
It's a job for the serfs.
Okay, 3. Abelard. Avocado. Okay, he has 1. Let's see here. Can't charge Abelard. Target is too close. Your mom is too close, Abelard. That's fine.
At your beck and call.
Taunting Stream. I can't... I don't think... It doesn't say immune to taunting... Wait, hold on. Does he have a buff on him? What's the buff? Oh, no, it's a debuff. Never mind. But... yeah, the sisters were... They were really fun to paint. I made them kind of like more monk-like. It was gold. Was it silver armor with like gold trim, and more like leather cloaks, like brown. But yeah, it was just way too much.
Indeed.
Go there. Abelard. Brace for impact. We'll do that. Let's get Abelard's, defenses up. Okay, and we'll do backline. We'll do cover for you. Yes.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay. Let's see what you got, Star God, if that is your real name. Otherwise, Mr. the Dragon. What you doing? Disperse. Okay. What? Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. Like random. Okay. Eroding shard copy. Okay. Is that it? Just one eroding shard? Oh no. Okay. Okay. Eroding shard. Not very tough, but interesting. Okay. I got my blitz, so I should be fine. They're adorable. They're one of the main reasons I play Warhammer. Same here. Yeah, just because, like, I was playing Dawn of War, right, and I'm reading the instruction booklet on some of those guys, and it's like I'm like, wait a minute, what's this? A war machine that is actually like a mecha, but it's also a cross that you staple heretics to, and the machine, the quote from the book, it says it is powered by their need to repent. So I'm like, what the hell? What is this? Okay, I'm interested. I'll check this game out a little bit more. Let's see here. Okay, so what was it? Hold on. It said something about, let's see, Catan Shard, Eroding Shard. They're all eroding shards, right? So what did it say about... It said, yeah, they're definitely not as tough. Let's see here. It said something about Undam the Sea of Souls. Unraveling Reality. Creates various copies of itself. Swaps position with one of its copies. That's probably what it's going to do. Quantum. And what was it? Creates copies of itself 9 rounds. I got to remember that. Quantum Cognition. As long as okay, it says energy orbs. I don't know what that is, so we'll probably find out eventually. The main reason that Juan Diaz Demonets, but the sister haircuts and corset power armor helps me like it more. I like it when the sisters are more not. I mean, I like their feminine models more. I like them as well, but I also like it when it's just kind of like I don't want to be mean, but like the more I don't want to be mean, but like in the art, like you see a lot of sisters that are more like horse faced, like actually like nuns with like a wart here and there. Like I kind of like that too, like just because it's like one of my models I bought just a nun pewter model. It was like a fat nun, and I just added like sister bits to it because I'm like, yeah, sure. There's gonna be like a battle nun that would just lead some of these sisters. So I don't know. It was pretty fun, anyways. Okay, so let's see here. Save. Do some saving. So you're most of the face haters, are you? No, I don't hate the faces of like the ugly faces or the pretty faces. I like them both, but I do have a special like soft spot in my heart for the models that are just like they're not feminine. They're just like they were gonna whack you upside the head with a ruler. That kind of like look to them. I don't mind the new sisters. No. But I like in some of the novel. Wait, I think it was one of the 40K novels where like the Imperial citizenry just kind of thinks that the Sisters of Battle are like unkillable warrior nuns, but also like they eat men. There's like the rumor going around they eat men. It's like who are unfaithful to the God Emperor or something like that. Like this, like stuff like that is really funny. Okay, anyways, what should I do? Oh, we're gonna buff the king first off. You gotta have him do his Speedy Gonzalez. Let's see, do this. Can I do? Move a little bit more. So do. Where are you? Oh, you're hella far away. I can buff the king. We gotta start buffing him.
I won't object to it.
Okay. Got some buffs for AP, and I want to think about what I want to do. Let's see, I wish I could highlight just the. I wish I could highlight cover. That'd be really nice. I don't mind the new sisters. That's normal. There is actually giant women models and toughest girls of the galaxy. Those kind of canon in 40K. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, a lot of the rejuvenate treatments and the treatments for higher quote level of society, they do muscle augments, they do growth augments. So like generally, you're just a stronger, better, more fit person, depending on what kind of technology you have access to. Should I do? What is this? I can kill. Should I do? I'm just wondering if I should focus my attention on the shards. Kibla can do. Let's see. The king is going to be up here. The Catan shard is going to go before everyone else. So I can do. I think I'm going to have one person on ad duty. I think the king is just going to be always on the Catan shard, because he's going to be able to do the most damage. So I think I'll do Kibla. We'll do. We'll go around trying to attack these guys. Abelard will try. Well, actually, because it can only. Maybe I should just. Because he can only create them every 9 rounds, right? Isn't that what this says? Reality. 9 rounds. So I can just kill the ads with the king with Okay, so I'll always have at least one person on ads. The king will divide some of his attention between ads and the Void Dragon. I need to hit this guy as many times with my melee guys to reduce his armor. And Baby should be melting his armor away too throughout the combat. I'm probably like overthinking this really. And I need to, let's see, just do feeble is 1.
Naturally.
Okay, do like this, and then what we got 4. Actually, you know what? Don't run just yet. Let's see. Can I do King? Kinda, it's hard to get both of them. Bless the King, I guess. Because they're kind of counting in the 40k. Because vampires and cannibals, yeah. That also increase energy intake needs if you don't get a biogenerator augment, yeah. Okay, buffed. I did a lot of buffs. Run and go to cover. And we have...
Everyone, step aside.
We'll debuff this. Yes.
Let's see to it.
Okay, so these are immune to poison, aren't they? Hold on. It does toxin damage. Okay, maybe it's not immune to the toxin. Oh wait, no, wait, yeah. Immune to toxin. Okay, so it probably just doesn't take any damage from the... It's been poisoned, but it can't take any damage from the poison. That must be what's going on. Let's see, anything else? I think I'm good. Kibla. So Kibla, you're probably going to take a hit, right? Let's do... That's... Actually, hold on, wait 1 second. Go here. Go here, right? And then we can buff her and the king.
I am your blade.
Okay, so the katana shard doesn't even have any melee. And
The shadows
get some buffs on.
done, as honor ordains, as the tenants demand.
Okay. And this is pain resonance. Toxin. Okay. Can't be staggered, so don't even have to worry about that. Where it hurts. So do... yes.
Trust me. My blade whispers your name.
Okay, and 2 more. I'm going to conserve her jumps.
I shall not fail.
Okay. And then we'll do... Let's try to down these as quickly as possible.
The shadows will see it done.
And... nothing much I can do. I can go back here. Or I can do... Let's see. I'll just keep her out in the open. Ogre have to be hidden by Meng because of fetishism. Ogre women. Let's see. I mean, there are like pleasure droid servitors out there that are made to look as non-servitor as possible. I mean, we're in a galaxy full of all sorts of like weird kinks. Anything else I can do? This melee attack force all enemies run away from you. During that movement, I don't really use that very often, do I? What are you doing? Oh, he's having trouble moving? Oh my god! You dead? You done already, baby? Wow, didn't even have a chance. Who thought that, you know, who would have imagined that bringing a baby into combat would have gone like this? Abelard, so you can't taunt the boss. Interesting. Katana Shard. and he swapped. That's fine. Can I do like this?
Victory is imminent.
And then taunts. Can I taunt them both? I think so. Can I not? Yeah,
It will
taunt.
be done.
And then a charge.
Indeed.
Okay, just keep on attacking.
It will be done.
Every attack reduces armor, so
Victory is
don't worry,
imminent.
Abelard. Don't worry, Abelard the Silver Phoenix.
I will do my duty.
Okay. All right. So do this. So we got. It's been like a round since he was summoned, right? Yes.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens.
Okay. And let's see. Blah 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 blah. Charge.
Rejoice in service.
Let's see. Do 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 do.
I will not be deterred.
Okay. Let's see. We got sweep. We got how many? I'm not gonna use. I'm not gonna berserk just yet. I gotta keep his. You know what? I should probably keep his health up. 'Cause he's probably gonna need it.
Your defiance is futile.
What was this thing again? When you hit an enemy with a Boneburger Maul, the target must pass a toughness test or fall prone. Wait, does it not? Wait, hold on. It didn't say it wasn't immune to prone, did it? Hold on one second. Immune to deathless. It doesn't say you can't knock him over. Can you knock? Can I knock over a Catan shard that's floating in the air? Toughness will fall prone. Interesting. Bonk. Okay. Why are you taking damage, my king? Fascinating. Let's see here. We'll go to. Feel like I might have to do this fight more than once. Dom, some strange foreigner started trying to tell me what I'm thinking again. What? It was very strange to see my so many red flags. Yeah, it's okay. Abelard's okay. These guys aren't that much of a threat. How are we doing on armor for this guy? 180. Okay, I should probably. I'm actually surprised that we have that much momentum. I should probably use finest combination of bring it down and finest hour. Where are you? You are in danger. I'm in danger. Classic. Wait, what? Okay.
If I may.
Oh yeah, right. I have to redo a lot of these spots. I can't really do kill zone, can I? Because he's just gonna move out of the way. Actually, maybe. Hold on. Front line. Feel like might be a good opportunity to kill some of these guys, or to do some damage on this guy. He can't regenerate, right? Okay, so do this.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
For some people. We were just talking about cannabis, cannibals, weren't we? Oh yeah, we talk about all sorts of things. Cannibals included. Okay, we got should still have curse, so let's do a couple of these.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay, a couple of that. And I think I already did voice of command on the king. King, blah, 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 blah. Voice of command. No, didn't? Wait, I could have sworn I did. No, really? Okay, whatever. Voice of command then. Do that. Okay, use one of the grenades on
Isn't
you.
this a job for the serfs?
Oops. Probably should have used it on this guy. Okay, so first off, king.
If I may.
Okay, and I could use... Let's see here. Should I do... I feel like I should definitely use his Daring Breach on the Catan shot. Yeah, I should definitely do that. Plus, he has a kill zone on him. So let's do this. Let's do this.
Rejoice in service.
And let's do a couple things. I'm very nervous about berserking since they have so much damage, potential damage output. Well, let's do this. Hold on one second. Let's do plus 15 perception. All damage, both dealt or suffered by the user, increases the user's critical chance by 10% for each instance of damage that affect lasts for 2 turns. After that, the user becomes staggered. Would that be worth it? Probably not. Plus 15 the strength, plus 15 the weapon skill, and plus negative 20 the willpower for 2 turns. I think I should do that. Loses all their temporary wounds, increasing the same. Yeah, that. Increase the where's resolve, so I can do by 2 levels until the end of decreasing all. Let's just do this. Okay, that's, and then we'll do charge. Two 5. Okay. Let's see.
I will not be deterred.
Okay. So 2 5. So that's 169. Should I use this right now? Yeah, I want to use it now. I don't know when I'm going to have the opportunity to do so otherwise. Let's do.
And so it shall be.
That's.
Done.
Okay, we're going to do Daring Breach. Daring Breach.
I am but a vessel for the higher purpose.
And we'll do. Oh God. Who's gonna go next? I can have Heinrichs run up and heal the king. So I can do a little bit more damage.
In service.
Ah,
I cannot comply.
okay. Let's see. Should I use any more? Increase yours' resolve by 2. Resolve iconic class will increase all characters of combat until does not stack. Should I just? Well, we're definitely gonna do. I guess we're just berserking. We're gonna do it.
And so shall it be done.
Okay, 0 AP. I have a feeling we're gonna. Man, we might actually do the entire stream just trying to do this last combat, but. Okay, so you have. Push the enemy. When you hit an enemy with one where you fall prone. Let's see. Was it 3141? Do that. Yes, let's do debuffs. Oh wait, where's his target? I don't see it. Whatever.
I will not be deterred. Ah! Rejoice in service. The Emperor, come up.
Don't die, my king, don't die! Okay, 4 attacks.
Actions you have been judged and found wanting. Let my fury rain down upon thee. Your defiance is futile.
Is there anything else I can do? I mean, I could do... Keep on... I need to... should I do more... all incoming damage is reduced by -6, and the warrior gains +18 temporary wounds. I think we're just gonna go for it, Berserk.
You have been judged and found wanting. Your defiance is futile.
169? It should be lower than that. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, I already got the zones. Yeah. Wait, you shouldn't be moving! You shouldn't be moving! You shouldn't be moving! Wait, that was... What? Oh, okay, that was the boss. Okay, never mind. Okay. Whee! Whee!
But of course,
okay.
Lord Captain.
Oh my lord, it's so far away. Let's do... Let's see. Let's go heal the king. We just got to heal the king. Do.
Let's see to it.
We special delivery. Okay. Heal the king. Do. Gonna heal the king.
Naturally.
Cool. Let's do... Okay, what do we have? 3 left. So, we'll do... Advanced medkit. 47 wounds, yes.
Get back to fighting with you at my side.
And we got 20 wounds, right? Got medkits.
Now press on. Your aid will not be forgotten.
What else?
Let's see to it.
Okay. Light of the Emperor. Yes.
I won't object to it.
Okay, what else can we do? 2 left. Get some dots on this guy, I guess.
Let's see to it.
Cool. And... We already... Did we do Enfeeble? I don't think we did Enfeeble on this guy. Structural What is this? Structural vulnerability. Katana Shards suffers -10 deflection and -50 armor for each stack of structural vulnerability. Okay. Reconceptualization. Each stack reduces all incoming damage. Okay. Removed after the Katana Shard's turn. Okay. Interesting. Let's see here.
But of course, Lord Captain.
And we have one more. Can I make... Where's Kibi? Can't reach. 213. Abelard.
Naturally.
Yes. And...
I won't object to it.
Yes. Cool. Couple of the Bloodlust. Let's focus on taking this out. Okay, we do.
Trust me. Aim for the heart next time.
Okay. And then we have usually bleeding an ally on their self. The ally gains +15 bonus to dodge and additional movement. Okay, 0. Yeah, let's do that on Abelard. A little bit of bleeding is not gonna phase my dude Abelard. Let's see here. All enemies suffering from damage over 5 time effects. It says, I think he's immune to blind also. Yeah, deathless. Oh, he's not. Okay. I can potentially blind this guy.
As honor ordains.
Cool.
Trust me. Caught by the web. Killing
Cool.
brings me no pleasure.
Good so far. Blitz.
I shall not fail.
Can I make it somehow? I don't know. What can I do? Do. What can he has 3 jumps. Let's do yeah, I think this would be good. Potentially parry a shot. Blade Dancer faces a side of their choice immediately ends their turn, and next time the Blade Dancer's next turn they can dodge area attacks without moving. They're immune to all types of force movement, gain plus 20% parry attack against attacks from that side, and can now parry attacks made against adjacent allies. While under effective Veil Blades, the Blade Dancer can even parry range attacks. Yes. Let's do that. Anything else I can do? Buffs? No. Yes.
The shadows will see it done.
Where you going? Where you going, suck a duck? Wait, was that? Wait, okay, it's every 3 turns. God, I wish I knew what turn it was. Okay, 3rd turn, right? Okay, never mind. Okay, so at turn... Wait, was it turn 9 or turn 6? Where are you, you stupid son of a... You're not that far away. Just make sure... dimensional swap, unraveling reality. So, yeah, 9 rounds. So use that at round 1. Okay, so we still have a little bit of time before he duplicates himself. Abelard. Guess I'm just gonna taunt this guy. I don't think
It will be done.
we can do much else. Oh wait, baby's alive. Okay, for whatever reason, I don't know. Who knows? Baby be crazy. Actually, where is baby? Probably want to heal baby. Let's do...
At your beck and call.
Let's go heal baby while we have it. The chance to. Heal baby.
Let's patch you up.
My appreciation.
Let's see here.
Let me help.
Your efforts are noted.
Yeah, efforts are noted. Do that. And then charge.
It will be done.
Parry, that's fine. 104 armor, yeah, it's going down. Okay.
I will do my duty.
Yeah. Should be good. We have the king again.
Worse.
8 attacks. Well, bleeding on the target. This power actually the bleeding targets. The first attack into hits. First attack against a bleeding target. The target has no cooldown. Okay. Yes. Let's do. Wait, wasn't there some? There was. I think there was a trinket regarding this, but let's see. Armor 62. So let's do. La. Wish I could, like delay my turn to go after Cassia. Let's see. Go. Okay, don't overthink things. That's charge to here.
Rejoice in service.
Cool.
and so shall it be done.
I can move around, can I? Yes. Move around to here. Wait. That's fine.
The Emperor commands, and so shall it be done.
Cool. Lots of buffs. Anything else? Wait, what? Why can't he attack? What's going on? Why can't he attack?
Rejoice in
Silly man.
service.
Okay, whatever.
And so it shall.
Okay, we got push the enemy away. Or we can just do 50% penetration. Wait, what? Wait, hold on 1 second. 20, 30. Or shove.
Actions will let my fury rain down
Cool.
upon
We're doing it. Give him a little bit more. That's probably should have used his berserk, but that's okay. Okay, so he can swap places. He'll go over here, but he can't create any new clones or anything. Can I do... Go over here so he's a little bit closer. Or maybe I can do... Oh, yeah, that's... Wait, hold on. I can do... No, he's good. That's all I can do. Hmm. Okay. Baby's back. Okay, baby. Oh, we are back. We got dismantling attack. Okay, okay, cool. We got another ultimate. Let's see. I want to make sure. I want to save. I think I'm doing okay so far. Yes. Cool. Da 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 da. Beep 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 beep. Let's see here. Oh, I want to get into cover. Let's see. Oh, I need to set my daddy on fire. Daddy? Set my daddy on fire? Yes.
Let's see.
What? That's not where I targeted. Hold on. Load this. Okay, set my daddy on fire. Give my daddy a buff to his damage. Totally normal things that every young man does. No, stretch. Yeah. The fact that they're making Dark Heresy as a CRPG, Owlcat that is, gives me hope that they're going to be doing the rest of the original Warhammer 40,000 RPG line. So there is Dark Heresy, Space CIA, Rogue Trader was Space Privateer. There was Death Watch, which is Special Forces Super Soldier. There was Black Crusade, which is Devil Worshipping Chaos Boys. And then there was Only War. Only War was soldiers, but also has like halfling or space halfling, space ogres. So I feel like if they are doing Dark Heresy, then they're going to be doing the rest of the original 40k RPG line. I'm really actually surprised that they're doing Dark Heresy so close to Rogue Trader, and also that they're going to be continuing support for Rogue Trader. We're going to get 2 more expansions. That's very interesting. Okay. I don't think I did. Must have not renewed my blitz. Okay, can you do... Oh, okay. So I guess he can't reach. Then I guess I'll do... Ignite on Daddy. Oh no! I can't do it! I can't do it, Daddy. I can't do it. I can't set you on fire. I'm sorry. Ooh, that hurts. Crap. It's like I want to set my daddy on fire, but it's not as easy as you might think it is, you know? Hold on. Daddy, I'm so sorry I can't set you on fire. Daddy, I'm sorry. I don't want him to get one shot by the shard, but you know what? I just saved it. I can always just load. The save scum my way out of this. Molten Beam. Molten Beam. It decreases armor. What are we doing on armor? 114 armor. I do want to... You know what? I'm going to risk doing Ignite. Is there anything I could do? Can I get close at all? Daddy, I'm sorry. I can't set you on fire unless I do this. And potentially hurt you. That's okay.
Step by step, I lead.
Daddy!
Pain of this mortal flesh means nothing.
Daddy, I love you!
A genius at work.
Okay. Cool. And... Oh, wait, we can still do the thing. Hold on. Okay. I can still do this. So we do... Hold on. We do, Yes. Beam. Daddy! Did you see me do that, Daddy? 96 armor. Oh, deflection is down. Oh, yeah. That's right. He has some sort of weird buff that I didn't really spend time to understand. Daddy, look what I'm doing, Daddy! Perils of the Warp, Daddy! I'm destroying reality, Daddy! Wait, why is he... Okay, sure. Let's see, do... Inscribe Soul. Ow! Daddy, look what I'm doing! Daddy, I'm attacking a god, Daddy! Let's see. What do we got? All enemies suffer from damage with time effects and force that radius around. They do. Let's see. Expose weakness. Increases dodge, parry, and armor. That would be good. Dodge, parry, and armor. By how much? By negative 15 plus exploits removed times 1. How many exploits do we have on this guy? Exploit. Exploits. Yeah, whatever. I think I'm fine. Yeah. Daddy! Ouch! Daddy! Ah! That's fine. He did his job.
You have been judged and found wanting.
Okay. Okay, how many turns? We're at 4 turns. I think I might be able to kill him before the 9th turn. Maybe. Okay. We'll do... What was this? I can't see. This is... Okay, so... He's in the Blitz now. Awesome. Oh, but he... Damn it. He's in the Blitz, but he's going to move out of the way. Can I do... I might be able to... Can I kill this guy? Like, do that really quick? Like, kill this guy so he won't be able to switch. What should I do? I'm thinking if I kill this guy, he won't be able to switch. He'll stay in the Blitz. Or the... Whatchamacallit. Hold on. Do that. Let's see. I'll just do Blitz here.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And then we'll do... Do blitz here,
I'm not
or
accustomed to being
kill zone
ordered
here,
around.
and then can I kill this thing? Probably won't be able to. I think I should just... Yeah. I think I'll just keep on pressuring it. And then I can do... Bring it down on the king. Here. And do bring it down here on Monsieur King. Or should I do... Where's Heinrich? Where's Ricky? Ricky! Okay, I can do that. Get Ricky in here to heal. I'll do that, yeah. So I'll do... Held in my gaze twice.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Cannot damage a star.
If I may,
80% armor, so 2 left. So do Ricky and get Ricky out of here.
if you insist, Lord Captain.
For the throne's glory.
Okay. Yes, do that. And heal.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
There is hope.
Cool. And I'll save just in case. We'll do... Put a little bit more pressure on this guy.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Wait, what? Is this supposed to happen? Wait, hold on one second. Psyker drains life to target, dealing 54 damage and healing the Psyker for 9 wounds. So it's healing... Is that a bug? Like he's healing himself, but he's also healing my other Psyker. Okay. Okay, anything else? Let's see it. Leave me alone! Leave my baby alone! Oh, Abelard can take it, that's fine. And he's still in the kill zone, that's nice. Okay, that was probably the best it could have been. So we'll do... do this. And then that.
Let's see to it.
Get some blitz. And then we go here. And we do... Let's see here. We heal.
Give me a target.
My transient gratitude.
Wait, what kind of injuries does he have? He has head trauma, intelligence, perception, willpower reduced by 15, crippled arm, when it's going... Okay, that's fine. Don't need to heal the baby's injuries. Okay, you're healed up. Let's do buff you.
I won't object to it.
And we got... Should we do siphon life? Or should we do buff? I think buff is better.
For the throne's glory.
And we should probably heal. Oh, we can't heal. That's fine. That's fine. We're good. Use movement speed, get choose our slash ability, blah 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 blah. We can do Pert Soul. Cool.
Scorn the pain.
Okay. Save. If she could use... Well, you know what? Actually, maybe it's better. Because I can build up her ultimate. And then... Once the armor is all down, then use her ultimate and do like 50,000 attacks. So that'll be fine. That's... Okay.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Okay. This is temporary wounds. All melee attacks. Yes.
As the tenants demand.
And I can give everyone a little bit of extra movement too. So like the king. Get a little bit of extra movement for the king. Okay. Actually, next melee attack forces all enemies to hit to run away from the executioner in a straight line for up to 3 cells. Pain resistance. All enemies suffering for damage over effects in a 4-cell radius around the executioner immediately suffer extra incidents in these effects and do potentially damage. Bleeding. Blinded. I don't think you can't blind him though, can you? You gotta look this up again. Blinded. It doesn't say you can't. Doesn't say you can't. Yes.
As honor ordains.
Okay. Blind? God, there's so much stuff. Let's assume he is blind. Oh, yeah, he is. We blinded the Star God, sure. Suffered a negative 30% penalty to ballistic skill and weapon skill tests, and a 30% penalty to dodge and parry. Nice. For, let's say how long, but that's good. Debuffs are always good. Dodge 61%, and then they have to re-roll all failed dodge and parries. And this one was what? If the target executes next successful attack is over any damage over time, the target will immediately suffer 3 instances of damage of each of these effects. Yes. That's.
Trust me.
Okay, here we go.
I shall not fail. My blade whispers your name.
Okay, 67. Let's try to do.
As the tenants demand.
That's a lot. Okay. Still 67. I thought I don't know what's going on there.
Trust me.
Should probably not use up all of her jumps. Because I need to save them for her ultimate. I think she started off here. That's fine. I think that's it. Block. I'll block. Okay. Assuming he switches, I'm gonna block this way.
As honor ordains.
Pain and beauty go hand in hand.
Okay, you're gonna do that. You're gonna be a little butt. Wait, what? Wait. You created more? Wait, that's not 9. Wait, it's not time yet. It's cooldown. It's on cooldown. What the hell? I'm reading. Creates various cooldown rounds 9. It's not even. It's round 4. Oh, maybe it's like that amount of turns that it has had. Oh, that's stupid. I don't like that. You're stupid. I don't like you. You're dumb. Okay, so now we definitely have to focus on these guys. Ah, dang it. They're not that strong. But, Abelard, where are you? I need you. Let's do this. Charge, or taunt. Taunt all of them. Okay, taunt. Are they being targeted? I can't really tell. Okay, Abelard, you saucy so-and-so. Abelard will try to keep these guys down a little bit.
A tactically sound approach.
Cool.
At your beck and
Parry. And use that on yourself, Abelard.
call. Careful now. My ears are ringing.
Keep going. Okay. King. King is just gonna do what King does. Okay. Still have Blitz on here. Blitz. I should have Blitz. What? I don't have Blitz? Smelly, stinky person. Okay, for some reason Blitz isn't there. It wore off before her turn. Whatever. Okay, we'll do this. Oh, wait. Nope. No.
I will not be deterred.
Okay, that's...
Rejoice in service.
Okay, and he has fire bonus to his attacks.
The Emperor commands.
Oof.
Will
Oof, rough.
endure.
Oof, rough. rough. Oh, you know what? I can give Heinrichs another turn. I can have him come and heal the king, too. How we doing on armor? 75%, deflection 5.
Rejoice, let my fury rain
What?
down upon thee.
What? Oh, it's another phase? What is happening? Wait, did you just skip my turn? What is What? What is going on? What happened? What happened? Okay. Well, let's see here. He's still debuffed. Ninth. I feel like this is definitely doable. I'm not too intimidated by this. Staggered. So what is this thing? Energy orb. Okay, we finally see him. Energy orb. Cannot attack. Immobilize. Energy charge. The next turn, the Catan Shard will explode the orb to deal lethal damage to all enemies. Oh no. Okay, weapons trap. Okay. Energy charge, immobilize. Okay, so it's just the trap. What did it say it did about... It did something about orbs? Where are you? Something orb, something. Copies of itself. Catan Shard creates energy orb. Rounds 999. Wait. Why is it 999? Is it like an instant kill? If it detonates it? Well, that wouldn't be good, would it? Let's do. Okay. Where is your where's your target, my friend? Where is your target?
Actions will speak louder than words.
Me.
I will not be deterred.
Okay. 150. Wait a minute. Is that... Wait, it restored... Wait. What? Did it restore its armor? That does not have an... It does not say it restores its armor. What's going on? Wait, what? Wait, where's all the debuffs? What's going on? Wait, what? Wait, I just looked at it, didn't I? Am I crazy? What? Wait, why is there... Wait, what's happening? Why is there a corpse of a star god right here? Is the universe glitching out? What's happening? Disintegrating shard copy? What? Disintegrating, eroding shard copy, disintegrate. Okay. Sure, I guess.
Rejoice in service.
I'm gonna get to the end of the game. I can't even like finish the fight. Wait. Eh. Ah!
Is forever.
Wait, why is everyone going out of order? What's happening? What is even... Oh my lord. Okay, he has medical knowledge, so I can do... Can I even make it? What is even happening? Why energy orbs? Wait, it said cooldown 999 rounds. Why is he making more energy orbs? Like, is it... He's just breaking the rules. He's breaking all the rules. Wait, now his debuffs are back. What's going on? You're breaking all the rules, my dude. All the rules. You're breaking all of them. I don't like that. I guess he is a reality breaker, so makes sense. Oh my god, look at all this. Whew. Maybe I should have just focused on the ads. Daddy! Daddy, you're almost at 1 HP. Let's hope you don't die. How about I do this? Wait, hold on. Doubles the damage of the ignite psychic power and half the fire damage of all the burning creatures within line of sight. I don't think they're burning, and I need to use this to... Yes. Let's do this.
Let's see.
Daddy, did you see what I did, Daddy? Okay, armor is going down. I don't know what's... I don't know what's happening. Who knows? Orchestral flames. Wait, I thought you were burning. What's going on here? Things are gonna go badly. Don't kill the king. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay. Let's see here. We still got a kill zone.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Still got a blitz. And... Wait, wasn't there one that... What is going on here? I'm probably just going to die. These things are going to kill me. I'm going to just try to keep away from them and hopefully, you know, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. Where's the one that was... Oh, this one was about to die. Why is there so many? Did he, like, break reality for a second? Did he actually literally break reality? Like, he was able to make clones even though, like... I don't know, man. He's a cheater. Ricky, where are you? Ricky. Ricky's like so far away. You're so far away. Ricky, why are you all the way over there? Oh, you were teleported. That's fine. Hold on. Let's see if I can do... Can I make it to Ricky somehow? I probably can. Just have to be clever about it. Ricky!
If you insist, Lord Captain.
We need your healing skills, Ricky! Okay. That's good. Thank you, Ricky. So, let's do... Let's see, how close can I get? Damn it! Ricky! How are you not close enough, Ricky? Ricky!
I need a foothold.
Okay. Don't have enough. Don't have enough. What am I going to do? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, you know what? I can do... Hold on. Hang in there, King. My checks, my paychecks have not cleared yet, King. Hang in there. Cool. I mean, maybe he's probably still gonna die though. And then I'll have to. Let's see here. Where is the thing? What we got? 3 left. Can I do this? Yes.
These ruby flashes are choking me.
Can you get back to the thing? The thing I want you to do. You're fine. Don't hit the king. Ah! Wait! Ah! Who'd you hit? Who'd you? Okay. Safe. It's just... It's okay. Come on, I've gotten this far, right? Armor 80%. We can do this, guys. We can do this. I have faith in the king. I have faith in the emperor. We can do this! Without save scumming too much. Let's see. Do you still have your curse? Do you still have your curse? Curse. Yes, you do.
Now, press on. Your aims will not be forgotten.
Okay, he has all the buffs. Oh my lord. This increases resolve, right? And heal.
Naturally.
Okay. And we'll do...
But of course.
Okay, try to get out of here, I guess.
Let's see to it.
Blah, 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 blah. Wait! Wait, these... Wait! Why are there 3? Oh, maybe I should have... Uh-oh. That's fine. You know what? It's fine. Wait, why are you...
Take you.
That was... You were not going in that... you're going out of turn. You're going out of turn. There's all these explosives. Okay. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Got so many guys going. Let's see here. Can I do... What? Why can't you use Blitz? Come on. Why can't... What Blitz? Oh wait, Blitz is over here. What am I doing? Blitz. There's so many explosives. Okay, it's fine.
Death comes in silence.
Okay, can go... Can make it... It's so much trash, aka... aka Xeno scum on this board. Go. I have a feeling I'm ignoring something very important.
I shall not fail. As honor ordains.
For being upon an ally of your choice. Plus 15 bonus to dodge. Yes, I might as well just do it on the... Wait, is the king? I think the... Not sure if the king has it or not. That's fine. Let's see here. So, yes.
As the tenants demand.
Cool. And let's do this. Is there anything else I can do? Next, yes. Okay.
Caught by the web.
80%. Wait. Don't I have... Hold on 1 second. 5 armor penetration. I need more armor penetration on this. 25% armor pen.
Trust me. Let your soul
Let's kill this guy really quick if I can.
I shall not my blade whispers your name.
Can't jump. How many jumps do I have? 5 jumps. Me, my, mo.
The
Yes.
shadows will see
Cool.
as the tenants as honor ordained.
I think I might actually just use up all of her jumps. Okay, can I do this?
Let your soul be purged.
So I want to kill him as soon as possible. Okay. So now I can do this.
My blade whispers your name. Come, the other side awaits. Let your soul be purged.
Okay, let's go back and get blown up over here. I don't know what the radius of the explosion is. It's probably going to be like really big, right? It says 4 on that. Is that 4 rounds to death? Parry. Let's parry the explosion. Sounds reasonable to me. What are you doing? What happened? What happened? What's going on? What are you doing? What are you up to? I don't like you. Abelard. Oh, Abelard's still here. I'm gonna orbs. Let's do blitz and then charge back.
It will be done.
Taunt. Taunt all them orbs. Charge Abelard. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Abelard?
Indeed.
6. Get a little bit
It will be
more.
done.
Oh, I should do follow my lead. 2 cell radius. 1, 2. Okay, cool.
At your beck and call.
Follow my lead and parry.
Victory is imminent.
Cool. Okay. How am I still alive? Okay. 7. Wait. You can move to any cell adjacent to the Vanguard without provoking attacks of opportunity. Okay, cool. Let's do... Okay, I saved, right? So let's do... Let's see. I can't do... I don't need to... Oh, it's okay. I like to talk to myself, don't mind me. Use all their temporary wounds and get the same damage for 1 round.
The Emperor commands.
Okay. Okay, we'll do this.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Okay, we're gonna berserk. We're gonna be berserking. Armor 21% versus armor 30%. Oh my god, so much less armor now. And what we got? Where is your target, my friend? Oh, his target's... Oh, nice. Target's right in front of him.
Rejoice in service. I will not be deterred.
Okay, you other... Here we go.
Rejoice in service. Your defiance.
Dang! Ah! Maybe I should load. He's like almost dead. Like I could probably luck out and have him dodge that attack. Or hear me out. I could just like not do that like taunt maneuver. Getting so close. Oh, we've already had 2 hours? Jesus. Oh my god, this fight. I feel like it's not the toughest fight we've had in this campaign, though. Can't remember what the toughest one was. I feel like I could potentially down this guy in the next couple turns. Assuming that the stage doesn't blow up on me. Cool. Okay, so sworn enemy. Yes.
And so shall it be done.
Tarn trophy. Endure.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Should I do more? All damage both those. Increase the users. Critical chance by 10% for each instance of damage. I might just do that. Just go all out on this guy. Only has 7,000 left. Wait. Is there 2 Catan shards? Wait, oh, he goes twice. Okay, he attacks and then he attacks. Oh, you know what? Oh no, he's already used his ultimate. I should do that.
In service.
Okay.
And so shall it be done.
He's not taking any fire damage. Or it didn't seem like he is.
Rejoice, if you have been judged and found wanting.
5,000. We can do this. Probably could have done a little bit more somehow. We got... Disintegrating Dawn. What was that? What are you plotting? Wait. What are you doing? What is the thing? What is the thing that's happening right now? I don't trust this guy.
Actions will speak louder than words. Your defiance will prove futile.
So close. Wait. Okay. More energy orbs? Sure. Bring them all on, whatever. Wait, what's happening? He's getting another turn?
I will not be to have been judged and found wanting. My armor is contempt.
What is happening? Running shard, coffee, energy orb, energy orb, energy orb. Okay, we have another ultimate coming up, so we can use that for Kibble. Assuming everyone is going to live. Where are you, baby? Baby, run away, my little one. It's okay, don't worry, little baby.
A genius at work.
And we are going to, yes, crack that armor.
Let's see.
10% armor. Okay, 10% armor, 25 deflection, dodge 50%, re-rolling, of course. Just gotta stay there. And don't worry, little baby. Everything's going to be fine. Just listen to your daddy, who is on fire. Do 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 do. Don't worry, little baby. Wait, why is he? It's fine.
A wicked thought.
Don't worry, little baby. We're going to break up on reality. Who's next? Hold on. Look in all those energy orbs that are going to explode. Wait, he has another one? Hold on.
What here?
Don't worry, little baby. Just keep going, little baby. Okay, wait, hold on. That does 12 line reduces armor by 18 until the end of combat. Enemy's armor falls to 0 against warp burn effects. So this should do double the damage of the ignite psychic power and half the fire damage of all burning creatures within line of sight to the targets. I don't think anyone else is burning. Wait, it says burning creatures, not burning enemies. I mean, that should work against this guy. 142, 251 versus 142, 251. Don't worry, little baby. Don't be sad. Don't worry, little baby. Everything is gonna be alright, little baby. Kick that gut. To bound me once more, no, your trap will be unmade. What? What?
Your defiance is futile.
What's happening? Don't worry, little baby. You're almost dead. That's okay. Don't worry. I don't know what's happening. What's going to explode? Reality is exploding all around us. I'll save it. Why not? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so probably should use Finest Hour. Probably on King, actually. Okay, so where are you? Okay. Use. Don't worry, little baby. Don't be scared. Do. Use a kill zone, baby.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Okay. Whoop. Do that. And blitz.
I am a
Wait, what's this? What is that?
servitor.
Take the victim's place. Take the victim's place. What? What? Is my baby being possessed by the Star God? I feel like I can kill him. Baby, you know, I would save you, but I think I can kill this guy. Let's see. Anything else? Don't worry, little baby. Don't be scared. I'm just going to I-beam this old god. We're gonna have some weird headcanon after this.
Ordered around.
Like our baby's trying to be possessed by the Star God. Like, if I was writing this as a Warhammer 40,000 pen and paper RPG, I'd be rubbing my hands together. Oh, really? A mysterious entity attempted to do something with your child? Okay, so...
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Isn't this a job for the serfs? How dare you say that to me? How dare you? Armor 21%. Okay. Reduces the wear of the current armor by half until the end of combat. Whoop. Don't worry, little baby. Don't be scared. Me.
The Emperor commands. You have been judged and found wanting.
Don't worry, little baby. I'm gonna chop this guy up so very much. Using finest hour on the king. Gonna make sure he chops him up. Go ahead, my king. Chop him up. Chop, 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 chop. 3,000. Doing some chop, tree, chop, chop, to chop, 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 chop. Armor 11. La 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 la. Let's see here. Where is the target? I don't see target.
Rejoice in service.
Opening. Does he still have sworn enemy? Should still have it, right? You know, I just thought about it. Sworn enemy I don't think goes away, does it? Sworn enemy. Oh, 1 round. Okay, it does. I saved. Maybe I'll risk it. Reckless strike.
Actions will speak louder than words. And so it shall be done.
Okay, any other buffs?
Rejoice in service. The Emperor commands.
Die!
Violence. I can still fight.
Oh, you! Oh, my lord. Oh, this is not your day, my friend.
Let my fury rain down upon thee.
Yeah! F y'all! Chopping up a star god, my king. Yo, what's up? Killed by a mortal, you bitch. All right, that cannot die can be imprisoned by me and be used as a fucking paperweight. Catan Shard. The ancient monster struggles against the energy manacles of the yoke. Its impossible powers that make reality itself burst at the seams are now being forced into a compact dungeon, quark by quark, returning it to a cruel and painful non-existence in the moment. It could struggle harder, but something is hindering it. You are the cause of this hindrance. Only now does the Catan Shard turn its focus to you, for the battle is nothing more than the reflexive resistance of an alien mind absorbed in a completely different range of thoughts and responses. But now it is thinking about you, and its thoughts are so corporeal that you can sense them and know them. It sees an end to the confrontation. It is capable of resolving it in a way that would benefit all. Okay. Xavier Calcazar, do not listen, King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖊𝖗 Hodd. It is almost broken, so now it is trying to negotiate. Yes, I agree. It seems that the same intrusive thoughts have appeared in Calcazar's mind as well. Nevertheless, his resolute voice overpowers and even the violent roar of the yoke, still in the process of reaping the shard's power. I can respect this guy in some ways. You know, being able to hold his own against a mind that potentially fought against the Emperor. Weaken it more, and soon enough, the binding process will be complete. In the name of the Emperor, King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Hodd. This is going to influence my companions? What's going on? Theodora. Theodora. As yet another layer of reality cracks, a figure appears before you. Her. After giving you a probing and praising look, Theodora permits herself a slight smile. Try to touch Theodora. We must imprison Mother. Also serve me. Think about the Catan. Think about the Catan. Why would I... Deliver the final ball is all yours, 𝕿𝖆𝖊 brightly. This creature is a god. We must not imprison. We must serve it. No. That would be an interesting ending. Try to touch Theodora. This is just a warp trickery. The king would just ignore the ghost. Do it, 𝕿𝖆𝖊. Bind it! The Catan shard. Your strike leaves another fracture in its ethereal body, forcing the Catan to expend one more grain of its attention to maintain its physical form. And that is all it takes for its power to start flowing into the yoke in an endless stream. The ancient monstrosity lets out an enraged howl, for this is the second time in an eternity that its freedom is being usurped in so forceful a fashion. 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖆's sigh is laden with enough weight to load an orbital shuttle to brim. With a flip of the switch, he transitions the yoke into passive mode. I believe we have accomplished enough for this day. Commendably done, your lordship. Today you have performed a feat in the name of the Imperium, and as with most feats performed by people in my line of work, not a soul must learn of it. You have my congratulations and commiserations. 𝕿𝖆𝖆 lets out another weary sigh and gives you a straight and open look. He then reaches for his belt bag and pulls out a flask. The king eyes him suspiciously. Will the king share a sip or two of amnesiac with the Lord Inquisitor to mark the victory? I don't trust you. We have much to discuss, you and I. Our next destination, for one thing. The darkness of the unknown hides many such beasts, and I intend to find every last one of them. Are you with me? Man, he's going to try to kill me, and I'm probably going to have to try to kill him. Probably have to try to kill him. Because I know he's not going to... The threat is bound. I'll learn as much as I can from this guy and try to kill him at the next opportunity. I'm not trying to be nefarious. It's just like, I know he's going to try to kill me eventually. If it's like 10 years, 100 years, he's eventually going to try to kill me to cover his tracks. I think we both know that we're going to try to kill each other. Xavier's drink is as dark... Wait, are you going to force me to drink it? Xavier's drink is as dark as the expanse of the galaxy, yet unconquered by humanity, and as strong as the faith of the righteous. Ordinary amnesiac... I don't want to drink it. Why are you making me drink it, game? Owlcat! Patch this game right now. Patch it! Patch it! I don't want to drink anything he offers. If it's like poison or it paralyzes me, he's like, ho ho ho! You should not have drank it. I'm going to be very angry. So how... It's a pretty cool design, actually. An imperial prison for a star god. Oh, here we go. Is this the ending? Grand finale. You finished the game. Okay, we're done. Whew. That was a good game. Oh, the king. Shadows of the future. Returning victorious, the Lord Inquisitor entrusted the heavy burden of watching over the expanse to his loyal ally, King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Hodd. For him, it was time to change. Okay. Gathering its bleeding worlds together again, the king restored order in the expanse without compromise, protecting the faith and leaving behind any notion that the region could ever be beyond his righteous justice. An expansion began that will slowly turn the sector into a new province of the Imperium, where the rogue traders were no longer needed. Okay. This is kind of like what the king's goals were so far. So the Kronos sector, probably. God damn, it took so long to make a Kronos sector. The Lord Inquisitor... Okay, Shadows of the Future. The Lord Inquisitor delved deeper and deeper into the dangerous and obscure fields of study. Having succeeded in shackling one ancient beast, he now wanted to repeat that success. Bro. The Imperium would never be safe while its enemies yet lived. Okay. Pulled between various forces that were desperate to control the king, his lordship managed to walk the fine line between fanaticism, heresy, and becoming a heartless monster. It seems like the king. Every force was either an ally or an enemy, but none were his master. King 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Hodd served only himself and his dynasty. Everything else was a resource or a trophy. That sounds like him. I almost forgot about her. Having lost its leader and lacking a worthy successor, the Quarter dynasty began to weaken. Okay, well, I was intending to, subsume it. The grim legacy of the abominable Aspice revealed itself, and the Protectorate fell into chaos. Grasping Clements tore the defenseless domains apart. Yeah, me. Yeah, Winterscale, we never saw Winterscale. After opening and embracing... hold on, let me get some water. After openly embracing the patronage of the Skull God, Caligula's Winterscale swept over the expanse like a fiery tornado, bombing peaceful planets and destroying void ships. His dynasty's realm became a nest of piracy and heresy that required immediate purging. The cult of St. Drusus continued its indefatigable... The cult of St. Drusus considered its indefatigable struggle to spread the faith around the Cronus expanse and expose the vile transgressors of the authorities. The stronger and wealthier planet was, the less its rulers wanted to see the black-clad preachers. Riots and assassinations pushed the cult to a place where it felt more confident, the frontier. Hieronymus Dolosaro remained the most reverent priest in the cult of St. Drusus. He turned no one away, hearing the confessions from pirates, bilge rats, deserters, and beggars alike. It may have been one of those undeserving wretches who infected him with a rare form of leprosy that robbed him of his sight. Yet his heart could always see the corruption in the souls of his repenting children. In the following years, the Contestant fleet slowly and deliberately left the explored systems of the Expanse for the furthest remote regions. Observation stations and claimed worlds were abandoned. Even Euphrates II became derelict. Statistical divination warned of the fleet's conclave of grim evidence awaiting the Expanse, and decided to deliver their fellows from the upcoming storm. Yet it did not share the truth with the lay people. The schism of discontinuing the cycle engulfed the entire Contestant's fleet, and soon the Civil War was over. Disregarding the commandments of their forefathers, the explorators started down a dangerous path of new comprehension, creation, and revision of procedures and algorithms. Their fleet was united once more, and in its unity it was ready to stare down any horrors standing in the way of the catechism and the maintenance of operation. Oh my lord, sorry. Magos Dominus 22, one of the first to hail the return of the Messiah, took the helm of the Mother Squadron of the Contestant's fleet, unquestionably embracing the teaching of discontinuing the cycle. He personally saw to the crushing of any renegades who did not accept the Messiah's word as truth, and earned himself the identifier Chrome Scourge. Love it. The crisis in the Expanse dealt a serious blow to the business interests of the Fellowship of the Void. Having no powerful allies, they retreated into the darkness of frontier systems. The hard life they faced there forged them into a new tribe, furious, wild, and willing to do anything for survival. They swore to return and retake what had once been theirs. For many years, old Ryza presided over the captains of the Fellowship. At the end of her life, she once again took the helm of the ship and led an unprecedented attack on the Mother Squadron of the Cognizance fleet, during which the attackers managed to seize a dozen transport ships loaded with the Omnissiah's sacred gifts. Violence throughout the Expanse put many on their guard, and as a result, the Kasbalika mission's business declined. Soon rumors surfaced of the coal traders about a so-called commission which had made it through the Maw and into the Expanse. Its professed purpose was to audit assets and take measures to restructure operations. These words carried with them an ominous threat. 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖃, the Liege of Footfall, survived 14 assassination attempts and thwarted no less than 2,000 schemers before a shot finally took his life. Oh, yeah. Is what it is. The esteemed Liege's funeral was held in great secrecy, with only his closest entourage being permanently permitted to view his corpse, which spawned some particular rumors. Oh, so he faked his own death? The Imperial Navy was wary of the rise of the Hodd. They saw themselves as dogs guarding the flock of the Emperor's subjects, and there was a new master of the pack. Therefore, the dynasty was watched with utmost diligence, and the admirals feared that one day they would have to go to war with the king and his dynasty. Chartist Captain Asturus Thorfast founded the Thorfast and Companions Merchant Company, excelling in trade and acquiring a substantial escort fleet. After 3 decades, he traveled to the Maw to return to the Imperium in hopes of obtaining the fabled Warren of Trade. It's not known how this venture ended. Interesting. I wonder if that's, I wonder if the Dark Heresy CRPG is going to take place after this. Like if we're going to see a Thorfast dynasty. Dargonis grew and prospered until it became the capital of the Kronos Expanse, the Kronos sector. The planet was like a giant magnet whose pull held together the worlds of the sector, absorbing the treasures and vices of it. Dargonis became the bastion of order in the Expanse. From here, punitive expeditions were dispatched to tainted worlds, and entire spires were occupied by officials and bureaucrats of the Imperium. On many planets, the expression "a man for Dargonis" soon came to mean a fearsome inspector with the power to impose punishment. 𝕿𝖃 washed off the stain of its former defilement, but not the dark memory of it. The sacred halls were never silent, and produce rates become supreme law. The glory of the Imperium was forged in blood and sweat of his toilers, and the millstones and manufactorums ground the workers down by the thousands. Even in death, the souls of its servants dared not step away from their machines. Excellent. 𝕿𝖃 grew and new manufactorums were founded, until disturbing reports started to trickle in many years later. It seemed that someone has secretly taken control of the colony. Wait, 𝕿𝖃 grew and new manufactorums were founded until disturbing reports that started to trickle in many years later. It seemed that someone has secretly taken control of the colony, shrouding it in a tangle of conspiracy. Neither inquiries, nor tech priests, nor executions helped. Something in the shadows, weaving their web and making their secret plans. Janus was conquered. The Xenospirits were exorcised. Excellent. And the wilderness was subdued. Hopefully it still is profitable. The fields grew until they covered the entire planet, and billions of tons of provisions were harvested there. Janus had become the breadbasket of the Expanse, and to threaten it would be to condemn millions to starvation. Janus became a melting pot for cultures and hundreds of worlds, taking in refugees from across the Expanse in its darkest hour. It became a stronghold and symbol of hope. After the crisis passed, the refugees started to return to their home planets and reclaim the lost worlds, thus earning Janus the proud name Home of the Reconquista. Okay, cool. Like, so far, we're accomplishing all the goals that we set out to do. The mines of Vibos 6 grew deeper and deeper. Soon the planet became the darkest and most frightening colony of the sector. The final stop for the exiled and the damned. The brutal, hardened inhabitants of the Death World feared neither humans or xeno horrors, knew no mercy, and were the most fearsome fighters in the sector, who had traded their lives for the right to leave the eternal darkness of the mines. Guarded, luxurious palaces were built under the climate domes, shrouded by clouds of poison. They housed so many powerful blackguards, persecuted aristocrats, and wealthy scoundrels that Vibos 6 gained the unimaginably political influence. Such a grand and sinister deed were done there that before long, the grim Death World was spoken of in a new political center of the Expanse. Okay, sounds good. I mean, it's horrible, but we're probably going to raise like very, hardy warriors from this place. And it sounds like our dynasty is very profitable. No longer secluded in Forlorn, Falstone turned to the spiritual center of the Expanse. Oh yeah, what happened to... Wait, I want to hear what happened to our moon. Our rocket ship moon. Our rocket ship moon. Tell me what happened to it. No longer secluded in Forlorn, Falstone turned to the spiritual center of the Expanse. Cloud and gold and power, rulers went there to be anointed for greatness, criminals for penance, and the righteous for encouragement. And there was no end to them in sight. Converted into a common shrine! Falstone, okay, converted to a common shrine, Faust of the Moon, spared the world of Saint Cognatus, spread the word of Saint Cognatius through the expanse, protecting words from the attacks by the enemies of humanity. Its servants asked for neither money nor power, but only the relics left by their blessed patron. The wise handed them over with reverence, while the haughty learned how heavy the hammer of Foulstone was. Awesome. The fate of the pure-voiced prophet, guardian of the hallowed crucible, was a sad one. What was that again? After visiting several worlds and bestowing blessings of transformation upon them, he perished at the hands of bloodthirsty Drukhari pirates, along with his retinue and priceless relic. I can't remember who that is. Divergent Collective, buddy! We're wrapping up the King's journey, Divergent. Wave goodbye to the King. With the fall of their unholy patron, the edge of daybreak, the cult of the Final Dawn perished as well. Every cell of the cult was hunted down and eliminated. Ooh, excellent. So maybe my spy network is actually, you know, I like to think I'm going to have a lot of headcanon to go over with you guys. Okay, every cell of the cult was hunted down and eliminated, probably by my eyes and ears. Rumors that some worshippers of the ruinous powers had managed to get away, hiding the writings of their warp-banished lord under their robes, were baseless. Left without a mission or leader, the word-bearers retreated to the depths of the Immaterium. Their last act of vengeance was a bloody assault on Footfall. Okay, the populace of the several asteroids were exterminated or enslaved, and the statue of the God Emperor was badly damaged. Assholes! After recovering from Corda's regime, Footfall reclaimed its status as the trading hub of the Expanse. I mean, we have to have Footfall. Having learned of a bitter lesson, Vladimir, who faked his death at some point in time, created the Footfall Partisans Militia, a well-equipped mercenary army that answered only to him until he faked his death. A modicum of order returned to the station. The Rykat system turned to a purulent wound of corruption, poisoning the Expanse. The Rykat system. The surreal energies of the yawning warp legion held its planets together even in the absence of gravitational pull of the star, defying the very laws of existence. Immense depravity took root on Rykad minors and poured out onto the system with violent glee. Oh yeah, that was the one that what was it? We didn't save the system, we saved the people that were there. So I think, okay, so it's like another hotbed for chaos heretics. The people of Rykad minors, saved by the rogue trader, eventually found a new home. Okay, the colony of New Rykad was founded on the edge of the Von Valencia's demesne. For a short time, the world was a place... For a short time, the world was a place of equality, as there were almost no aristocrats left to enforce any kind of hierarchy. But within a generation, everything had returned to business as usual. Yesterday's serf assumed the burdens of authority with pleasure, as well as the right to mistreat those of lower rank. Okay. In memory of this world and all who perished on its surface, or met a fate worse than death, construction began on orbital slipways of Footfall of a glorious cathedral ship to be called Rykad's Sacrifice. The miraculous fusion reactor powered the engines and cannons, refueling them with the fierce power of the motive. It sounds like overall everything's going really well. Yes, hit that like button, my friends. If you worship the Emperor and not some filthy heretic, hit the like button, and the subscribe button, and the follow button. Rumors of the rotting remains of an Eldari craft world. Yeah, we had to do them dirty. I mean, they went against us, so it is what it is. Rumors of the rotting remains of Eldari craft world spread throughout the Expanse. Explorators, privateers, Casabala agents, and anyone hungry for money, for easy money, all rushed to the frontier system to vie for a piece of the prize. Some were swallowed by the warp, while others perished in skirmishes with their rivals. The most skilled and fortunate returned empty-handed after decades of searching. The colossal ship, as big as the Imperial world, simply vanished, as if it had never existed. But the legend of forbidden treasure lived on and continued to bring daring souls to ruin. Half a century later, the Expanse trembled to the echo of Eldari war songs. Myriad warbands appeared out of nowhere, leaving behind trails of bodies in their wake before disappearing in the webway gates, masterfully hidden from the eyes of the Monkey. The children of Surian had come to avenge the death of the craft world Hrudark. Their woeful retribution lasted many decades until both races were war-worn and out of blood to spill. What? The Imperium is never out of blood to spill. More bodies! More blood! Somewhere on the underside of reality lay Komara, woven from manifold other dimensions and illuminating as always with the light of stolen suns, its streets ever filled with screams and agony. Any misfortunes experienced by the Dark City became another scar on its appalling face, lost among thousands of other blemishes. As long as pain pulsed in his blood-soaked spires, the insatiable and unshakable Komara continues his flight through the webway, along with its unchanging ruler, the leader of the Cabal of the Black Heart, the most dangerous of all Drukhari, 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗. After the rogue trader's visit, after the king's visit, dimensional rifts opened around the spire of the Reaving Tempest, flooding the streets of Komara with demons. Yeah, that's right. The incursion terrified Komara. The Cabal of the Black Heart managed to stop it, but some Archons saw the event as a sign of the leader's weakness. Others interpreted it as a grim omen for the entirety of the Dark City. The fall of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest united Komara for a brief and bloody moment. The elites of the Dark City set their squabbles aside and formed a new game in tearing apart the domain of Archon Ymrilis. The fate of the Reaving Tempest reminded other Cabals that nothing lasts forever in the Dark City, save for the city itself. Maybe not even that. Leaving the Necron systems behind, the Star God vengefully obliterated every... Wait. Okay, well, I guess we find out what we're going to be using the Star God for. I mean, it seems like overall we didn't get a bad ending. Everything seems to be turned out okay. Leaving the Necron system behind, the Star God vengefully obliterated every tomb world of the ancient Xenos race. Okay. The old hatred of the Catan, betrayed by their deathless servants, whispered inside of him. Returning with his magnificent trophy, 𝕿𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 solemnly handed the regalia of the Warden of the Expanse to the king. Okay. He didn't call off martial law that he declared at the start of the crisis. The Lord Inquisitor has had enough of disorder that reigned in the Expanse and wanted to make sure that the power remained firmly in a trusted pair of hands. What? He trusts me? I don't know about that. I don't trust him. As for himself, he wanted to embark as soon as possible on a search for the next Catan shard, but fate did not allow him to continue his grand quest. The circumstances of his death, Butch! Booch! The circumstances of his death are shrouded in mystery, but the fact that his body is buried in the von Valancius family tomb speaks volumes. What? This great honor was reserved only for the king's most loyal servants who had saved their master's life by giving their own. What? What the hell happened? Okay, the voice of Voxmactor Vigdis Suri Ota of the Ptolemon dynasty was long heard in the Crotus Expanse, trumpeting the arrival of the king. It brought glad tidings to the faithful. It instilled horror in heretics awaiting righteous retribution. After her death, Vigdis was granted the honor of being immortalized as in a herald servo skull. Yes, as is fitting. For many centuries to come, her voice praised the von Valancius dynasty and the Hodd, transmitting orders across decks. Yes, I got your skull now. Master helmsman Ravor diligently executed his duties until his dying day, without succumbing to the sleep's sweet embrace. Oh my lord, he doesn't sleep, that's right. Only when a piece of his shell penetrated the bridge's armored hull, it was stopped by the stern officer's unyielding chest, did he finally know rest, leaning against his trusty helm. Oh, Ravor. Oh, the goat himself, man. I misjudged this guy so much. I thought he was going to betray me in the campaign. He, can hold his own. Many years later, High Factorum Janus Danrock sought permission to retire. Yeah, of course. I would give him permission to retire. He said that age had softened his heart and there's more worthy young and assertive successor that should take over his position. There's no shortage of candidates. Under all that fat, Danrock, don't body shame Danrock, the goat. Danrock had a sentimental heart. He spared nothing for the orphans of those who had died serving the king. The children were given an excellent education and were eager to serve the von Valancius dynasty and the Hodd. Okay, I think that was a plot point early in the campaign. Like we founded an orphanage. I don't like her. Jocasta Sarbeck carried on her service as Master of Arms, maintaining order on the decks with Maul and Noose. Over the years, she took several husbands. Her descendants came to be known as Sarbecks of the... Okay, so the Sarbecks are still in our dynasty. Came to be known as Sarbecks of the Void, a lesser offshoot of the eminent aristocratic clan from the capital world. Zachary Wise choir master of the astropath turned his shame and repentance into an iron chair, binding his soul. Cold and detached, he would never again take a personal apprentice or become close with a subordinate. He dedicated himself to impeccable service, unfailingly carrying out the king's orders and surviving at least 7 incidents, then wiped out the entire astropathic choir. Urban Drivestem. That's okay. Cared more about preserving the influence of his line than the well-being of the Protectorate. His blind ambition lost him his governor's seat and the respect of his family. Within a few generations... Okay, this is... Dargonis is the capital. Okay, so the capital governor... The governor of the capital lost his position. Within a few generations, one of the largest houses of Dargonis turned into an obscure family of petty aristocrats. Toriana Gaprak, who is managing her Forge World, missed the moment when her family, which had previously functioned like a well-oiled machine, started to fall apart, racked by infighting. Among her distant relatives, the many blamed Toriana for the 𝕍𝖆 Gamma disaster. Soon, the Gaprak family splintered into warring factions and spent centuries locked in violent struggle, only to occasionally be punctuated by feudal attempts to reunite the house. I think I told Abelard it was okay for him to retire after this. Ah, Abelard. Members of House Wisarion served the dynasty faithfully and loyally, amassing more and more power. A century later, they had finally gained the respect enjoyed by other noble houses. Yet power and luxury can dull any blade. The now pampered and idle aristocrats were scarcely recognizable as descendants of the formidable seneschal Abelard Wisarion, the Silver Phoenix. Clementia Wisarion, granddaughter of Abelard and the Chancellor of Dargonis, executed her duties irreproachably, and even found the time to school the younger generation of family. She was equally skilled mentor, chancellor, and political operative. After a century of immaculate service, she surprised everyone by leaving her position, becoming the first mate on a trade ship. Okay. She would later admit, like a true Wisarion, that she had always had a passion for ships and voidfaring. Okay. The retribution that Nocturne of Oblivion promised the king arrived when relentless Eldari Avengers, that's what it mentioned earlier, swept down upon the Hodd Protectorate. In their wake, several Harlequin troops performed a monstrous and mesmerizingly bloody melody of coals fading in the night that bathed Janus in the sorrow and fury of the playwright of the Horned Masks. I'll fight him, that's fine. After months of searching, Dargonis wardens found the remains of Achilles Scalander. Oh yeah, we never found out what happened to him. Found the remains of Achilles Scalander on the lowest levels of the Hive. Ducardi artifacts and records discovered beside him indicated that the agent of the Inquisition had been compromised and was working for the Xenos. Okay, I did not expect that. Okay. The savage deeds that Gorde Stakhtov, I don't remember who that was, witnessed on Footfall traumatized him forever. His architectural genius was shattered. Only the rare collections and true connoisseurs held his work, written in a shaky hand. Footfall, the ultimate void station, and mortuary. Voidfarers share the grim tales about the Hodd flagship, the Ice Serpent. Monsters dwelt in the bottom of the vessel, they whispered, and from time to time, the servants of those monsters descended to worlds and stations to spread corruption. These rumors were suppressed as criminal slander, but that made them no less true. Yeah, we never got the chance to, because we couldn't do a lot of the DLC quests because we locked ourselves out of it. So I guess we'll have to do it in the next campaign. The rumors made, it's true. Many generations later, a great rebellion of genetic abominations shook the expanse. Mutants born of the profane xeno disease revolted in the call of their fearsome four-armed angel. Dargonis, the glorious capital of Von Valencia's dynasty, was lost! What? Cleansed of genetic abomination once before, it was now tainted by it again, this time forever. After becoming a breeding ground for mutants, Dargonis proclaimed its faith in the many-armed emperor. On a high throne in the king's palace, a scaled saint from the distant stars slumbered. In his dreams, he spoke to the progenitor that he sensed he was approaching. Okay, so at some point we lost our capital after... Okay, well, overall, we're not in the red. Having completed his last journey with his king, Abelard Wisarion, the Silver Phoenix, with the gracious permission of the king, left his post as seneschal and took the helm of his large family. House Wassarian rose above its rivals and was never again the target of persecution, even after their esteemed patriarch died decades later in his bed, surrounded by his grieving loved ones. Oh, Abelard. So he lived decades later. Okay. Well, it is okay. He had rejuvenative treatments. I assume he lived a nice long life of like 300 years. Considering that all he's been through, he probably could have been killed many horrific times. Yeah, it sounds like a good life for Abelard. Abelard's shining memory was blighted only by rumors of a creeping madness in the twilight of his life. Many said that they had seen the esteemed seneschal talking to someone unseen, in a voice filled with unusual tenderness and sorrow. Oh wait, that's right. He said that he was seeing his dead wife. Interesting. Yeah, I did Argentus storyline a little dirty, I think. Even the momentous events on Epitaph could not silence the call in Argentus' soul for a mysterious relic she so eagerly sought. The sister battle left the king's retinue and embarked on a solitary pilgrimage in search of Salus Prime. Her fate after that is unknown. Queen Kibela of the Bloodspun Web guided her cult and information network along its old path and remained faithful to its tradition. As before, the Bloodspun Web cultists led ascetic lives and brought death to those who had been marked by the Undying One. However, nothing isn't changing. A momentous event profoundly impacted the Bloodspun Web. Discovery and miraculous return of a lost relic, a card from the Emperor's Tarot. The Vizier performed a reading, and the Emperor showed her a new goal: to push the blessed deck back, to put the blessed deck back together. Okay, only its entirety could it reveal the great and dark future that awaited the Kronos sector. The Bloodspun Web read the portents, and the unholy search commenced. Queen Kibela's vision saw of a new path that made her give in to the feeling that had sparked between her and her king. She shunned her role as bodyguard and companions to become something greater for the king. The Bloodspun Web's threads trembled as a new duty descended upon it. From then on, the king could find among the Undying One's servants not only a loyal protector, but also a sacred spouse. Dark legends say that the firstborn, whom the Daemon and King Kibela's blood commingled. So we'll just say this was it the sunbathed Agnol. Okay. Dark legends say that Agnol, to whom the king and Kibela's blood commingled, was not raised in the king's chambers, but in the temple of the Undying One, as Agnol had been promised to the Bloodspun Web in their infancy. They grew up unaware of their noble bloodline, but aware of their duty, for the Undying One is duty itself. Okay, so we have a little bit of, future for Agnol too, even though he was a mercenary. Mattis Erebus was a loyal and dutiful servant of the rogue trader. He went on to become an outstanding bridge officer and a true void wolf. I don't remember who that is. He visited many systems and worlds in the Kronos Expanse, but never set foot in his native Dargonis or saw his family again. Okay. Ricky Tiki von Kallax, the former interrogator of the Ordo Xenos, took the mantle of Lord Inquisitor after his mentor's death. Okay. Receiving both the Inquisitor's rosette and the duty of defending the sector from the enemies of the humanity. Ricky Tiki Kallax became the new warden of the Kronos Expanse. Okay, excellent. We have good connections. We lost our capital world, but sounds like we're still, going strong. Gotta gargle a little bit. Van Kallax declared a relentless war. Excuse me. Van Kallax declared a relentless war against the enemies of humanity, be they Xenos, servants of chaos, or heretics in the Imperium's own ranks. The Inquisitor fearlessly eliminated the numerous nests of corruption in the Expanse. Well, I'm going to need his Ricky Tiki Kallax's help in recapturing my capital world. Well, no, it's it was destroyed, right? We had to purge it. It said, so we can't get 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖗 back. When the Lady Navigator service came to an end, Cassia left the king's retinue and returned to House Orselia's embrace. It was rumored that a new Novator would soon take the throne, and the house would be reborn after years of silence. Alas, the inauguration did not come to pass, as discord within the house flared up and turned into a fratricidal war. Oh no! Lady Cassia died at its outset, taking the lives of many loyalists and renegades with her. The other Navigator houses made efforts to scatter the remains of the once great House Orselio and to absorb what was little left of it. Oh no, that's so sad! Novator Cassia and Queen Kibla were brought closer by the common burden of assuming a high position of power at a young age. Though their friendship was short-lived, it could not overcome the gravity of their duties and differences between the worlds to which they belonged. They exchanged gifts out of respect for each other and to honor the memories of the journeys they had shared. Cassia used Kibla's blood to paint an incredible piece, which became a relic of the blood-spun web. Kibla in turn assigned many of her best spinners to act as Cassia's bodyguard, not the greatest ones apparently. Many years later, the spinner was rumored to have ended... Wait, what?! Many years later, this spinner was rumored to have ended Cassia's life on the Novator's own orders when her body could no longer resist the strain of mutation. So, wait, Cassia got into a civil war in her household after becoming really good friends with Kibla. And at some point to the war, she started, her mutations went on. Okay. Well, interesting. Interesting storyline. In announcing the discontinuation of the cycle, Ammonite Collective instilled terror in the hearts of those who revered the theorems of purity, but it gave hope to others. After gathering its disciples and recruiting several soldiers from vassal planets, it ventured into the worlds of the Screaming Vortex. Ooh, the Screaming Vortex. It ventured in the worlds of the Screaming Vortex into the infernal forges of the Dark Mechanicus. The Screaming Vortex is the main chaos realm of the original Warhammer 40,000 RPG setting. The March of Reindoctrination was meant to seize stolen secrets of the Omnissiah from the hands of the heretics, temper the cult in the fire of battle, and transform it into a tool for both eradication and comprehension. The fleet disappeared in the darkness, and only rare echoes of its astropathic messages were ever intercepted. I mean, it is really hard to get in and out of the Screaming Vortex. Like, I don't know, man. Like, you have to go inside the warp storm border that separates Kronos from Calixis. I don't... Smart guy, but not too smart. Such was the echo of the deeds of the king of the Hodd and the von Valentius. Deeds that transformed the Kronos expanse into the Kronos sector and prepared it for events even darker and more violent. But those are events of a different story. This one has come to an end. The end. Oh, yeah! Okay. Interesting. So it sounds like overall, I can't imagine the king dying like anytime soon. Like he went through all this crap. He lost his own homeworld. He was given a war and a trade. He's built it up from, I would say nothing, but very low. He got a lot. He has the backing of the church, backing of like missionaries. He controls Footfall, which is the main entry point into the sector. Essentially, he can. I'm assuming. I'm role playing it, so I'm assuming he's gonna assume the other two main rogue traders lines. Korda definitely can't resist. Caligos probably could resist for a while, but we probably, at least assumed most of his territory, right? What else is going on? So it didn't really say what we did with the Catan Shard. It just said that the Lord Inquisitor and the Inquisitor saved the king's life at one point in time. Okay, so the gene sealers that we didn't deal with rose up after a long era of prosperity and corrupted our capital world. And we had to actually destroy it. So I think the queen was okay. The queen was okay. She became BFFs with Cassia and assigned one of her bodyguards to watch over her. But Cassia got involved in a house civil war. It sounds like her house had actually crumbled, which sucks. But and then like the bodyguard that 𝕿𝖵𝖊 gave Cassia killed her, and the remains of the navigator households of the sector burned her remains and scattered them in space. It didn't say anything about didn't even say anything about Ulfar. What are we at? Didn't say anything about. Let's see. I feel like we're missing some people. Let's see here. We got Heinrichs, 𝕿𝖵𝖊, Abelard. We found out about that. I think we found pretty much all the companions. The ones that survived. Let's see here. So, we're in the current 40k setting, right? We're in the current 40k setting. This sector is going to be probably part of the Imperium Nihilus, which is cut off from the majority of Imperial territory. It's hard to see the Astronomicon. I'm assuming it doesn't seem like they don't talk about the Astronomicon being very hard to see. So I don't know. Maybe this territory is actually part of the Inquisitum, the Imperial something, the other side. I don't know. Interesting. But it sounds like overall we got our empire that we wanted. Yeah, everything kind of went good except that we just couldn't gain access to the Genestealer cult. I mean, that happens sometimes. You lose track of the cults. They go underground and you just can't. You just once they get entrenched, they go underground. Cults can be very hard to find. It's very interesting. Speed up. Whoop. Special thanks to Mechanical Beanstalk. Did you see that? Did you say they just thanked me? It was up there. No, you don't have to pause and rewind. No. They thanked me. Thank you, Alcat, for thanking me. I appreciate it. Oh, a Viking beat up a god. Oh, voices, violas, brass, tuba. Oh, 𝕿𝖵𝖊. 𝕿𝖵𝖊 was on. Okay, cool. So yeah, like 𝕿𝖵𝖊 is actually my my pen name. So I was actually on tuba during all this music. Translator Japanese. Should we do like a different language? Different spoken language? That would be interesting. Because next campaign is going to be our Halfling Rogue Trader Dynasty. So we're going to have... I photoshopped up some new portraits for Jay and Idira. They're going to be halflings. Or ratlings as it's called in this setting. We're going to have a noble halfling. I think we're going to do what was it? First archetype is going to be the tactician or whatever it is, with the different zones of control, and then that's it. With the expansion, with the next DLC, we're going to do Overlord if we can. So Overlord, it's mostly just going to be a buff and pet class if I can. So we're going to have, and what's the name I had? He's going to be Lord Captain 𝕿𝖵𝖊 Tea Whistle is his name, and the ship we're going to have is going to be the Hearth and Home, and it's all about making pies, eating second breakfasts. Most of the population lore-wise is going to be halflings. We're going to have to suspend our disbelief in all these long legs on our ship. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to have halfling Adira, halfling Jay. So then we're going to have... who was the Eldar? I killed her so long ago. What was it? It was... Oh, God. We're going to have one of the elves on the team. So that's 4. And then we're going to have the new companion for the next DLC. The next DLC, which is he's probably going to be the party's tank, right? And then we'll have, who do we not have? We never did. Who did we not do? We'll do. I'm not sure. What other companions did we not use last time? We didn't really use a lot of Pascal. We might do Pascal. And then whenever we need to have a mercenary, I have 5 portraits for halfling mercenaries, and we're gonna change the stats and the size of the model to make him look more halfling-like. But next week we're gonna start that. I have an icon all ready for that. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, they're thanking me again. Look at that. They thank me twice in these credits. Thank you, Alcat. You can really thank me, Alcat, by giving me early access to Dark Heresy. Or the next DLCs. Roll, la, 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 la. Sorry. I got a serenade. Wow, this is a lot of credits. Imagine being part of this. I think these are just backers. Wait, Daniel the Bear Ashwell. Okay. We got Danny High Tech Power Kovacs. Okay. David Frost Century McGraw. It seems like a lot of these names seems like the names we're encountering in our Lisa the Joyful streams. Duncan Godliness Bills. Okay. What is it? Eric Elfian Thebaltz. Does he like elves or something? Wow, there's so many people. This has such a long credits. So the king, what would his goals be? Fast forward a ways, we're probably at more so 40k setting. If definitely want to have stability in the Cronus sector, right? Try to maintain more of a relationship with the Calixis sector. Try to make sure warp travel is stable as much as possible. That would be his goal. And to sire many, many children. So we'd have Agnol, but Agnol would definitely have brothers and sisters, definitely. But Agnol, I guess, would be trained in the ways of the espionage, along with being the firstborn. And it says we gave him over to the cult of the Bloodspun Web, but I mean we control the cult of the Bloodspun Web, so the king will say who is his heir and who is not. I don't know, maybe Agnol wouldn't be the heir to the dynasty, because he has his tremendous psychic power. Makes him more suited to another role. You never know. Michael Mertens. Michael. There's a lot of mics in here. Mike. Nathan. I don't even want to pronounce that. Why do I have like I mean, you know, sometimes I have like thoughts in the back of my mind for like different characters to play and to roll up. The back of my mind, it wasn't really much of a thought. It's just kind of like Mario, Super Mario, but in Warhammer 40,000. Like, how would that even work? I think we were talking about, I wouldn't want to do it, but like, how would that even work? I would think it would be more like a melee character who, well, definitely, oh, wait, it would be Blade Dancer, right? Because Blade Dancer has those jumps. Blade Dancer and also pushes. Like, he can knock people around, like kick them. They go. Oh my lord. So many people. We're only at the T's. Wait, can I escape? Yeah. Owlcat, you didn't thank me enough. Oh, dude. Wow, it's been a while. It's been a crazy ride, hasn't it? That's it. Yeah. The expansion will arrive on June 24th. Okay. Okay. So I think what we'll do... I think we'll do 24th, June 24th. That's, like a month away. Okay. So we'll definitely get it, of course. Hi. How's it going? Let's see. Thank you very much for, accompanying me, accompanying the king in all of his fantastical journeys. We'll start the next campaign next week, just to get everything out of the way. Well, we're going to play it on hard. I think I want to potentially get Overseer for the Lord Trader. Well, I guess we could always play until next month, and then I can respec him to get the Overlord archetype, right? Okay, something I can do. But what else? I think we might make more progress, since we already know most of what's going on in the game. We might make more progress, get this done. I don't want to get through the majority of content before the next DLC comes out, right? So we might have a couple weeks we kind of switch between Rogue Trader and switch between playing Battlefleet Gothic Armada, which I've been wanting to play on Sundays. So we might actually try that out. David, will be your next big game you'll play on your YouTube channel. Yeah, it'll be the same time. We'll do we'll do this again, but we're going to do a halfling campaign in Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, with a little bit of mods installed and on hard mode, and we'll play through the next DLC too. But yeah, we'll splice it up with other 40k games as needed. But yeah, hey David, if I didn't already say hey, hi. What else? Okay, cool. It's Sunday, right? So I think what we're going to do is, for this week, right? We have Wednesday night, we're going to do a game called Me-Side, which is, it's kind of like a dating simulator with an anime girl who becomes insane and tries to kill you. That's my understanding of it. Thursday is going to be Master of Magic. We're going back to the campaign because everyone loves Master of Magic 94. Saturday, we're going to be doing Lisa the Joyful, which it feels like it's wrapping up pretty quickly. So after we do Lisa the Joyful, I think I'm going to do Lisa the Forgotten, or I think it's Lisa the Forgotten, the fan-made one. It says the sequel. And then a week from now, we're going to be playing Rogue Trader again, but we're going to roll up a halfling Rogue Trader and start that campaign. So yeah, that's got a lot to do. And I have my schedule planned out more or less for the next few weeks. So we actually, we'll get that out of the way. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for attending my stream. I really do appreciate you. One thing you can do for me to help me out, if you could, would be to like and follow and subscribe on both YouTube and Twitch. I'm trying to build up my YouTube following to about 500 just so I can actually have the potential to monetize it, put it back into business. So I have, YouTube and Twitch, helping me out, helping me grow, invest it in, new projects, hopefully do this more full time. That'd be amazing. You guys are amazing. If you just want to hang out and, lurk every so often. That's totally fine. The goal is to make a very amazing, chill, relaxing, and welcome family community. That's what I want. Family community, even though sometimes I play stuff with like weird gore in it and like very not PG-13 stuff. Anyways, PG-13 is possible. Anyways, I'm getting off on a ramble. Guys, have a wonderful week. You guys are amazing and beautiful. You guys are incredible. Don't forget that. Have an amazing week, and I will see you before you know it, okay? Peace out. God Emperor be with you. Let's say a prayer to the King. Ave Emperor. Oh, wait, I have to do the Imperial signal. Ave Emperor. Glory and excelsis terra.